Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to the channel. It is QualityShot Tennis here, bringing you the fourth round of Wimbledon, and I'm super excited for this one. I think it's going to be a very fun match here between Iga Swiatek and Belinda Bencic, the Swiss Belinda Bencic. And listen, Iga Swiatek, how far is she going to go at Wimbledon? You know, how far is she going to go at Wimbledon? It's the big question. She's never been past the fourth round here. Bencic hasn't been past the fourth round either. Bencic has had a very good year. I really like Bencic on grass court. She's reached 5 grass court finals. Has Bencic. She's won a grass court title. Bencic likes the grass court. She has the game for grass courts. She likes slicing. She has the all-court game. She has the aggression for the grass courts, but will it be enough versus a version of Iga Swiatek that has really gotten really very tough on the grass? But thank you guys for joining in. Join in. This one's going to be a good one. I think this one is going to be a good one. Excited to bring this one over to you. Did you guys see the Rublev versus Bublik match? Did y'all see that? That was a crazy match. Yeah, Faison, great match between Rublev and Bublik. That was something else. That was crazy. That match was insane. The second to last point was one of like the better points, like of the last whatever. Like Rublev diving on the court, a squash shot. Because that point was crazy. If you didn't watch the Rublev versus Bublik match. So Bublik saved 2 match points in the fourth set. He was down 5-3 in the fourth set tiebreaker. He kept having comebacks. He had a comeback in the third set tiebreaker. Bublik just would not give up. And then it was 5-4 in the fifth set, 30-15. And they played probably the rally of the tournament. One of the points of the year. And basically Bublik did like a weird slice shot. He was doing Bublik things. And Hughes did a weird slice shot. Then Rublev had the advantage. Hit a shot way out wide to his forehand. Bublik hit a great forehand, got there. And then Rublev seemed like he had a winner to the other side. Rublev was there with a backhand down the line. All day it looked like it was a winner. Rublev wasn't even close to the shot. It was like, wow, Bublik is doing like crazy Bublik things, doing crazy shots. Rublev dives and hits a squash shot winner. Both guys don't move for like 30 seconds because they have no idea what just happened. Then Rublev finishes it off with an ace. It was absolutely electric. It was absolutely electric. Hoping for good things from this one, too. That was the match of the tournament so far. There's not even a doubt about it. Not even a doubt about it, at least on the men's side. But, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Anyway, over here, it's Iga Swiatek playing Belinda Bencic. Swiatek leads 2-1 in their head-to-head. But the one time that they played in a Grand Slam, Bencic won in straight sets. Bencic won in straight sets the one time that they played at a major. So let's see what happens. This one could be interesting for sure. This one could be interesting. Match about to start off. Both players are still warming up. They're still warming up. They are warming up. Let me bring you the score down here. Both players about to walk onto the court. Swiatek chose to serve first. Let's have a good one here. Let's have a good one here. Iga Swiatek taking on Belinda Bencic. Let's have a good one here. Hey, what's up, Maxen? Thanks for joining in. What's up, Lexi? We got Lexi in chat. What's up, Ghost? We got Ghost in chat. We got everybody here. I thought Boskova was going to win, but Vondrousova won in 3 sets of the 4th round. Yeah, I thought Boskova had it as well. That's a great chance for Bagula to get to a first major semifinal. How ironic that it's likely going to come out Wimbledon. Okay, Swiatek here to serve. Let's have a good match. Let's have a good call in this one. Let's have a good call in this one. It's going to be fun. Swiatek to serve. Iga Swiatek to serve. Her serve is going to be a big aspect of this match as well. First serve coming. Forehand from Bencic on the return to the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Swiatek inside out to the backhand of Bencic. That's a winner. Good first point for Bencic. Like I said, Bencic is one of these players. She's super aggressive. She likes the grass courts. She's super aggressive, is Bencic. We'll see if that power is good enough. A big thing is, I was saying Swiatek's serve is going to be a thing. Bencic's serve is a really big thing. Bencic's first serve. If she's serving well, that will really allow her to be able to dictate well. And I'll give you stats to back that up as well. Second serve coming here for Iga. Backhand from Bencic is long. 15 all. 15 all in this one. We're only at the start. Match and break point to Sinner to advance to the quarterfinals. That's it. Let's go, Yannick. Great draw opened up for him. Roman Safulin in the quarterfinals, who's really taken out a lot of great players. Safulin, happy to see him doing well. I remember ATP Cup a couple years ago. He was tearing it up. Happy to see him playing well, but yeah. Shapo's not going to be happy with that loss, but listen, Sinner's going to be only happy with this draw. Trust me, Sinner's only going to be happy with this draw. Iga to serve here. Serve out wide. Second serve coming. Ball girl running on the court. Second serve coming here. Kick serve into the backhand of Bencic. Forehand for Bencic. That drop short from Swiatek. Forehand for Swiatek into the net. Okay, Bencic so far is being aggressive, and that's good for Bencic. Only good for Bencic. Bencic's last match, she hit 23 winners and 18 unforced errors. That's how Bencic wants to play. She wants to take her chances. She wants to be aggressive. She wants to be aggressive. 15-30. Backhand shanked way up high. 30 all. 30 all here. We'll see what Bencic can do in this first game. Bencic with an early chance. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. I think Bencic has the game for the grass courts. Listen, she likes slicing it up too. The slices work well on the grass courts. They skid way down low. You know, a lot of things about Bencic's game work really well for grass. I think she's been primed for a good result at Wimbledon. Backhand into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Swiatek cross into the forehand of Bencic. That's a good shot. Slice from Swiatek. Oh, Bencic with swinging volley. Swiatek, good lob, put up way up high. Somehow it's in. Swiatek back at neutral. It's a miracle. Bencic in the net. Swiatek miraculously gets back to neutral. 40-30. 40-30 in this one. Center serving now and hopes they can win the game on his serve. Okay. Hopefully he has it. We'll keep that up too. We'll keep up with that too. 30-15 for center on his serve. For a great chance for a major semifinal. Serve from Iga coming here. Forehand from Bencic into the forehand of Iga. Forehand from Bencic, squash shot, but it's into the ground. 1-0 for Swiatek, and it is 1-0 for Swiatek. 1-0 for Iga. But yeah, Bencic has had a much longer tournament than Swiatek has. Much longer. Swiatek has beaten players like Zhu. Who else did she beat? Swiatek. I believe she beat Martic. Is that right? Yeah, she beat Martic, Sorribes, Tormo, and Zhu. She hasn't dropped a set yet, Swiatek, and she's lost only 13 games. She's only lost 8 games outside of the second set that she played against Martic. That went 7-5. She's barely lost games. Bencic went third set tiebreaker with Daniel Collins in an absolute epic. Collins has had a much longer event. She played Magna Lynette. She played American Danielle Collins, Australian Open finalist. She played British Katie Swan. She's played much more tennis than Swiatek. We'll see how much of an effect that has, but she's played much more tennis. All right, Bencic here to serve. Bencic here to serve. She's played well so far. We'll see if she keeps that up. Double fault from Bencic. Love 15. Early double fault. If you want to double fault, do it on the first point. That's when you want double fault. You don't want to do it on a break point in the middle of a match. So Belinda, Bencic better get those double faults out now. Excited to watch this one. Bencic, one of my favorite players, and Swiatek, it's exciting to see her doing better on grass now. It really is. We'll see how she fares up against players like Rybakina, Jabeur, players who really you think of as great grass court players. We'll see. Kick serve to the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand for Swiatek. Cross into the forehand of Bencic down the middle. Backhand for Swiatek into the backhand of Bencic. And it's long. Love 30. Okay, early chances for Iga in Bencic's first service game. Hey, what's up, Lexi? How are you? How's it going? Thanks for joining in. Iga Swiatek is looking to reach her 9th consecutive quarterfinal this year. She's been in 9 quarterfinals. Listen, Swiatek's had a great year. Like, she's had a good year. Not for her standards as opposed to, like, last year. But listen, her record is fantastic for this year still. I believe she's 36-8 for the season, if I'm not mistaken. I believe she's 36-8. 38-6, in fact. 38-6. So, another double fault, by the way, for Bencic. Like I say, you want to get those out early, but you don't want them to come in bunches. 3 break points coming for Swiatek. A lot of break points coming for Swiatek. Center advances quarterfinals. Woohoo. Defended quarterfinal at Wimbledon. Defended quarters at Wimbledon. You better believe it. Listen, his draw has been really helping. I didn't love how he played parts of today. I want him to pick up his level, but we'll take it for now. Very happy for center. He has a great chance for first major semi. Very happy for Yannick. 15-40 here. 15-40 for Bencic in this one. 15-40 for Bencic. Yes, currently working. Okay. Yeah, that working, Lexi. Glad you could join in, though. Listen in. We're going to have a good time. 15-40. She doesn't want to go down very quickly here. Second serve. Come on, Bencic. Come on. Yep, that's it. That's it, Faison. I'm so excited for Rublev. Come on, that's it. 8th major quarterfinal. So happy for Andre. That was an amazing match. Amazing finish to that point. If you saw it, you saw it. Backhand is wide from Swiatek. And that's the thing about Swiatek. I'm still not sure her confidence is exactly where she wants to be on the grass. She's had a few great recent results on the grass, but where she's looked like she's moving way better, much more comfortable. So I'm still not sure she's exactly where she wants to be on the grass courts yet. And Bencic, she's already very experienced on the grass courts. Bencic is 53-24 on grass courts, which is a great win percentage. Great win percentage. Her best on any surface. So deuce here. Okay, Bencic saving 3 break points. That's what Bencic needs to do. If Bencic goes down a break, it's all trouble for Bencic. It's all trouble for Bencic. Swiatek isn't Rybakina. It's not impossible to break her serve, but Bencic doesn't want that. Big serve down the middle. Just catch the back of the line. We're at advantage in this one. We are at advantage in this one. What's up, Carmenu? What's up, Carmenu? Bencic saved 3 break points. Trying to come back in this one. Center's a new Gucci guy, and he's rocking. Absolutely. I love all those guys getting like the big brand deals. We need the guys who are going to be like in the next era, really kind of getting out into the spotlight. I think that's great for tennis. And good for them. I think they seem like they like doing it. So backhand for Bencic, inside out to the forehand of Swiatek into the net. 1-1. 1-1. It's a good start for Bencic, by the way. Good start for Bencic. Won a couple of points on Swiatek's service game and then a clutch way to escape there. 1 game all. She wants to be aggressive. She wants to dictate. Bencic wants to be the one dictate. Doesn't matter if she's hitting a lot of errors. She does it. She just does. She wants to go for it and take her chances. Bencic needs to take a chance here. And Bencic has had a good season too. I mentioned 38-6 for Swiatek, which is crazy. But Swiatek is that kind of player. Bencic is 20-7 on the season. She won the first tournament she played this year. Did Bencic in Adelaide. She also won a title in Abu Dhabi. Bencic has looked great this year. She really has. I've been waiting for her to have a great result out of major, and I've been waiting for a few years now for her to do well at Wimbledon. I think she's fantastic on grass. Like I said, 5 grass court finals. So 2 times before she's reached the 4th round at Wimbledon. Hopefully now she can reach the quarters. I'll give you a crazy stat after this. Backhand into the net from Bencic. Here's a crazy stat for you. Bencic has only reached the quarterfinals of a major 1 time. She's 26 years old. She's only reached the quarterfinals of a major once. If you want to hear something crazy about Bencic, only 1 time has she reached the quarterfinals of a major, which is pretty crazy. It's 15 love for Iga, by the way. It is 15 love for Iga. Serve out wide. 30 love for Swiatek. 30 love. Swiatek to serve. Carlos Alcaraz has Louis Vuitton endorsements, which is nice. Absolutely. I like all that. All that's cool. For sure. Bencic is a firecracker. She's a nuisance when she's playing well. I think she has a great chance. I think so too. I think Bencic has a good chance in this one, but I'm keeping quiet until something happens. But I think Bencic has a decent shot. 40 love. 40 love. I'm keeping quiet until something happens, but I kind of think Bencic has a decent shot. 40 love. But Swiatek on grass is a different version of Swiatek on grass from last year. There's no doubt about it. Swiatek at 40 love in this one. Serve into the body. Backhand for Bencic into the backhand of Iga, which is too good. 2-1, and it is 2-1. It is 2-1. Swiatek came out and she served pretty well. She served pretty well, which is good for Swiatek. Swiatek wants to be serving well. Bencic is very good on return as well. In Swiatek's last match, she made 75% of first serves in. That's exactly what Swiatek wants. Her kick serve on the grass courts, that's one of the reasons she struggled so much on grass. She wants to make her first serve in. Obviously, if you make a lot of first serves in, you probably will go down a little bit on the MPHs. But listen, if she can make a lot of first serves in, that's a great sign. That is a great sign for Iga. Thank you guys for joining in. By the way, medical timeout here for Iga. I'm not sure what exactly it is. Maybe just testing something out. Just, I don't know. Just to make sure she's a little bit more comfortable. It might not be something super major. Just something she'd prefer to have taped up or something. It seems like a blister. It seems like a foot blister. Kind of weird you get a blister when it's this early. But back of the heel blister from Iga. So it's a medical timeout here. Medical timeout. Nothing happened in the match. Nothing visible. But anyway, 2-1 for Swiatek, but she's getting an MTO on her foot. Yeah, thank you guys for joining in. We got Carmenu, we got Lexi, we got Max. Thanks for joining in. It's gonna be interesting. I'm very excited for the second week of Wimbledon. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I was excited for this matchup as well. After this, we got Djokovic versus Hurkacz. Faison is back and he'll be covering that, so join in for that as well. Faison will be covering that. So make sure to join in for that because that's going to be a fun stream. And yeah, I'll say it before somebody. I'll say it. I think Hurkacz is one of the biggest dangers to Novak at this Wimbledon. I said it. I think Djokovic is an overwhelming favorite in this event, but I'll say it. If nobody else is going to say it, I'll say it. If Djokovic is going to lose, is it going to happen in the final and the semis where he always picks up his level? Probably not. Is it going to happen in the quarterfinals where he plays Rublev? Probably not. Rublev coming off a 5-setter. If Djokovic is going to be tested, might be against Hubie Hurkacz, who pushed him deep into a 4th-set tiebreaker at Wimbledon 4 years ago before Hurkacz even got any good. Hurkacz on the grass courts is a very tough player, and the big servers are the guys who have tested Djokovic. Hurkacz always looks good against Djokovic. 3rd-set tiebreaker at Paris. So I don't know. Djokovic's the favorite. It might, but I'll be the first to say it. I think if Djokovic is tested, Hurkacz might be the guy to do it. But regardless, that's going to be a good one on center court. After this one, check it out. Faison has the call for you. Check it out. Yeah, Swiatek getting taped up on her foot. We'll be back for this one. 2-1 for Swiatek over Bencic. Like I said, Bencic, one of my favorite players. I've liked her for a long time. I'm not usually the guy who's like, oh, their personality is the reason they're my favorite, although it often is. Rublev has probably my favorite personality on tour. He's not like a top 5, top 10 favorite player for me. But listen, Bencic has such a great personality. I've always really enjoyed her, how she handles herself. And I don't know. I just really enjoy her playing. I think it's very interesting. She's a very powerful player. But her game really turns on, I think, when she's really hitting a lot of angles and being super precise. So, see what happens. Interesting. Yeah, Faison. I'm going to say, I think Hurkacz, I called it before the event even happened, when the draw came out, maybe even before the draw. I was like, Hurkacz could be, if Hurkacz picks up his level, which he has. Hurkacz has not looked good this season, but he's picked up here. I don't know. He pushed Novak to a 3rd-set breaker in Paris. He always looks good against Novak. Even in Dubai earlier this year, he looked pretty good. It's a shot in the dark, but strange things happen when you least expect it. It's 1-2 for Bencic here to serve. Serve down the line, backhand down the middle. Bencic forehand inside out. Ooh, pass from Swiatek past Bencic. It is love 15 for Swiatek. Swiatek trying to pick up and get a break here. When the other player has an MTO, you can't just like clock out. You have to stay focused. You have to stay a little bit focused. It is love 15 here for Swiatek on her return. Love 15 on her return. Serve for Bencic down the line. Return of Iga. Backhand for Bencic. Forehand of Bencic. Cross to the forehand of Iga into the backhand of Belinda, which goes wide. Love 30. Love 30 here. Love 30 here. And it's Iga. It's Iga who is picking up. Let's see if she can keep up this level. Good stuff from Iga. Iga on the grass court. She's got the clay court down pat. Does she have the grass courts? These two players, they've only played on hard courts. Clay courts is way in the advantage of Swiatek. Obviously, grass courts are in the advantage of Bencic, just by her game, or at least by their history. But Swiatek is generally just a higher tier of player, and also she's picked up on the grass this year, so it's going to be interesting. But Bencic's game for grass, it's no joke. 15-30. And she loves to slice it up, too. It's not just the aggression. Bencic likes to slice it up. We'll see that today. Bencic serve. Out wide. Swiatek with the back return. Way up high, but it's wide. 30-all. Bencic is staying clutch so far. She faced 3 break points in her last service game. Love 30 hole in this one. 30-all. Love 30 becomes 30-all in the blink of an eye. Big serve down the line is long. Second serve coming here from Bencic. 30 all. Big point. Big points here coming up. Swiatek still trying to get a break here. Get a quick start. Bencic doesn't want Iga to go off to a quick start. That would be bad for her. Very bad. Backhand into the top of the net. It's not a terrible miss, though. Not a bad miss from Bencic. I like her going for it. I thought that was an okay miss, personally. I thought that was an okay miss. She went for it. That's what she's going to have to do against Iga on the grass courts. 30-40. Swiatek, obviously, just an elite, like, all-time level returner, an amazing returner. But it's Bencic to serve. Bencic's serve is going to be a very big thing here. Forehand for Swiatek on the return goes long. It's going to be a big thing here to at least level a little bit Swiatek's amazing returning. We're here at deuce. Deuce here. Deuce here. Join in, guys. Join in. Deuce here. Bencic to serve. Very excited for this one. Bencic with a regressive game versus the game of Swiatek on the grass courts. Deuce here for Belinda. Serve down the line. Backhand cross from Bencic. Backhand inside out from Swiatek, but it's in the net. Advantage to Bencic. And it is advantage to Bencic in this one. Advantage Bencic. You gotta love Wimbledon and these matchups. Wimbledon first week was awesome, but listen, fourth round of Wimbledon, this is where it's gonna start to get crazy. This is when the event is gonna pick up on both sides. Let's hope there are a few guys to test out Novak too in the second week, so it's a little bit more unpredictable. But forehand for Swiatek into the forehand of Belinda. Forehand from Swiatek, cross to the forehand of Belinda. Long rally. Backhand from Swiatek, inside out to the forehand of Bencic. Forehand from Swiatek into the backhand of Bencic. Backhand from Bencic, inside out. Forehand for Swiatek. She's in this rally again. Forehand away on the baseline. Forehand in the net from Swiatek. 2 games all. Bencic is clutch so far. Bencic is clutch so far, which is great for her. Listen, Bencic is an amazing player. She's been top 10. She's a top tier player. For some reason, she's never done well at majors, which is mind-blowing to me. Like I said, she's only reached the quarterfinals of a major once. 2019 U.S. Open, where she got to the semifinal. She's beaten Swiatek at the U.S. Open, the one time they played at a major. Swiatek is 2-1. Bencic beat her in straight sets U.S. Open 2021, right before Swiatek went on a massive tear. And the other 2 times, Swiatek beat her in Adelaide. The last time was earlier this year. Swiatek won 7-6, 6-3, I believe. Backhand for Swiatek, cross into the backhand of Bencic. Forehand cross. That's too good from Swiatek. And that is too good from Swiatek. It's 15-love. 15-love in this one. We're early stages, but this could get really fun. I feel like at some specific points in this match, this could be very compelling. This could get very compelling for a multitude of reasons. See what happens. Swiatek to serve. It is Swiatek to serve. First serve into the net. Second serve coming. Second serve coming for Iga. Second serve coming here. These two played an epic match at the U.S. Open 2 years ago. First set was hour and 30 minutes with an incredible tiebreaker. Ultimately, Bencic took the second set convincingly, won the match. Actually, as a Bencic fan, I watched a little bit of that match, and I remember thinking, I didn't think the level was superbly high, but Bencic served very well, and Bencic played just well enough and effective enough to level off Swiatek's game. Swiatek much less. Her serve has improved a lot since then, among some other things. There's a lot of errors from both sides as well, double faults on some important points, but that was a good match. It was a great match, very long first set. I enjoyed that match a lot. I remember that one, especially that first set. Forehand from Bencic down the line or inside in. Backhand for Bencic inside out. Forehand to the forehand of Bencic. That's a good one cross court. Forehand for Bencic inside out into the net. That's the thing about Bencic. She's got the power, and at times she's got the precision, but when that precision isn't really on, it's hard to play against a top player. And the thing is, when it's not on, she's also making a lot of errors because she's trying to be precise, but she's missing. So Bencic is really kind of a hot and cold player. She's played so well so far at Wimbledon, pretty well. She did just enough to clutch out against Danielle Collins. She had a comfortable straight sets in the last round. See what she's got for Iga. Backhand from Iga, down the line, Stuga. Great winners from Swiatek. And it is 3-2. Belinda avoids the breadstick. Woohoo. That's it. Iga likes the bakery. I don't know. Let's see if we see a bakery today. I reckon that Bencic might make it a little bit closer, but we'll see. Bencic wears Asics now. I see dumping Nike. I think so. Yeah, I'm still on the Asics train. I like the Asics, but Bencic said nope. I'm out of here. I am out of here. Djokovic likes the Asics. He's the guy who really started with the Asics train. Yeah, Bencic going with the Nike. That's cool too. Belinda has won an Olympic gold medal. I'll give her props. Absolutely, Max. Bencic is a great player. When she's playing well, she's top tier. And I've seen that a few times this year. Like I said, Bencic has won Adelaide. She's won Abu Dhabi. She's reached fourth round of Wimbledon twice, losing to some great players. She's reached 5 grass court finals. Bencic's game really works very well for grass courts, especially when she's playing well. Her serve could be a little bit better, but she served, let me see. I believe I have a couple stats here ready to go. She served 76% of first serve points won in her last match. 76%, which is very, very good. Her serve needs to be working so she can dictate. That's a very big thing. Also, to level off Swiatek's crazy returning. And in their last match, like I said, she served 75% first serve points won against Swiatek. So Swiatek is not exactly who she was 2021 US Open, but Bencic is 1-0 against Swiatek at majors. And that did come less than 2 years ago. So see what happens. I don't think it's going to be easy. Bencic is a power player in some ways, in many ways. She's not Rybakina, but she is a power hitter, and that can trouble Swiatek. 2-3. But Swiatek is getting in every Bencic service game, and that is far from surprising. 2-3. Bencic to serve here. Bencic to serve. First serve down the line. Swiatek with the return backhand from Bencic is long. Left 15. Left 15 here. I wonder why Bencic hasn't done well at majors. I have no answer for you. As she does well on WTA Tour, is it pressure, nerves? I have no answer. I have no idea. It might mean mental block. She's played a lot of tough players on majors. She's had a lot of tough draws. I think it's a lot of mental baggage coming together. It could be something with pressure and nerves. It's not like she's done absolutely incredible at Masters level either, I believe. She's done well in a lot of smaller events. In fact, let me check how she's done at Masters. I can bring that to you too. But at majors, like I said, she's only reached one major quarterfinal, which is remarkably strange. It's strange enough she's never reached a major final, that she's only reached a major semifinal once, only reached a major quarterfinal once. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. I'll look at her Masters results after this. It is 15-all here for Bencic. Bencic trying to have a more comfortable game. I really like Bencic as a player. She's been one of my favorites for a good 4 or 5 years. Since she's played with Federer at Hopman Cup. That's when I kind of got introduced to her. 30-15 for Bencic. Yeah, she won Canadian Open, but that was a long time ago, like 8 years ago, 2015. She won the Canadian Open. She hasn't done exquisitely well at Masters level either. She's reached 3 semifinals Masters level. She's reached 4 other quarterfinals. So she's done pretty well, but for her standards, not great. Actually, I take that back. Dubai, also 2019, she won as well. So she's done decent, pretty okay at Masters level. She's been a great player for a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't have an answer for you. It's one of those weird things, and it's very weird. It might be nerves. It might be mental baggage. The fact that she can't do it once and it just keeps piling up. The confidence getting worse and worse for her. I don't know what it is. The big stadiums, big crowds. It's impossible to say. 30-all though for Bencic. I've been waiting for her to have a good Wimbledon result though. I've been waiting for a good Wimbledon result for a while. Especially when I saw how she was playing earlier this year. Very aggressive. Very good. Backhand return blocked way up high. It is 40-30 for Bencic. Bencic not planned to go to the bakery today. Bencic is not going to the bakery today. It is a strange one. She's been consistently a threat for years. That's it. She's been a threat for years. Belinda has also dealt injuries as well. That's true too. She's had a couple injuries to deal with. When she's playing well, Bencic plays amazing. We'll see if she brings that level today. Second serve here for Bencic coming. Let's see if she can hold here. She's had a lot of tough service games. So she's not out of this one yet. Bencic backhand inside out to the forehand of Swiatek, forehand down the line. Bencic on the stretch, but just barely doesn't go with the pass. We are at 3-all. We are at 3-all. She played well in what's up, Sean? Hey, Sean. She played well in Dubai 2019, probably my favorite tournament of hers. The players she had to beat to win the title. She played amazing in that tournament. I remember that one as well. I don't know why I forgot about it, but yeah, that was great as well. She's played so many great events though, just at majors, not so many. But yeah, that was a good one. Dubai. Must be hard following the WTA, having players rise very high, then fall off. Yeah, there are a few. I mean, there's some on the men's side as well that do the same. But yeah, well, right now the WTA players at the top, there's a lot of consistency at the top of the game. I was going to mention as well. Forehand goes wide, but yeah, there are a few. Muguruza climbed up. Raducanu obviously won the U.S. Open, that fell off, but there are players always dealing with injury on both sides on both tours. Obviously, pregnancy and stuff like that is something the women's players have to deal with as well. So that's a thing, especially later in their careers, later in the careers of some of these players. But yeah, but the consistency at the top of the game is very good right now, though. And there's a great depth of field too. But just talking about the consistency at the top, there are 3 players that at the top of the game that have been the final of every single big event this year. And they've won all but one. Rybakina, Swiatek, and Sabalenka have been in the final of every single big event. And they've won all but one, which is just, that's crazy. That's crazy. Forehand down the line, back and return way up high to the forehand. Swiatek inside out. Bencic goes for it. Goes all out, but goes wide. Wild shot from Bencic, and it is a game point for Swiatek. We're still on serve, though. Swiatek not having a huge lead in this one yet. Swiatek's game, her movement, her serve, everything, the way she likes to kind of defend and have time to set up for shots. Her game works much better on clay. Bencic just works better on grass, but we'll see if that's going to be a big factor here. 4-3 though for Bencic. Sorry, 4-3 for Swiatek. 4-3 for Iga, the world number 1. And she's been world number 1 ever since she got there. Swiatek has been number 1 ever since she got to that spot. I miss it in Osaka dearly, though. I really like Osaka. I hope she comes back. I always love watching her play. I really like watching her play. I kind of don't have a problem with that, Sean, because I still remember their achievements. Always nice to learn and know about the upcoming players. Yeah, it's true. It's always good to have change. People coming in, people coming out. Yeah, as long as you remember the players, don't forget about them. And they'll probably be back too. If they got that high, they'll probably be back. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Bencic for Swiatek. Nothing major so far. Some break points, some chances for Swiatek. She hasn't converted yet. Bencic has played clutch, as she did against Danielle Collins as well in the second round. But yeah, Swiatek is 38-6 on the season. Obviously, she won RG. She lost in Rome to Rybakina. She lost in Madrid to Sabalenka in an incredible final. That final was just incredible against Sabalenka. That 2-1 game in the third set, the shot making there, that was so... Madrid obviously plays a little bit faster, but that was amazing by Sabalenka to get the win. I hope Sabalenka really picks back up, but from RG in the heartbreaking semi she had there. But she's had a good season, though. 38-6. She played just dominant in Doha. Yeah, she has a couple of titles already this season. She's had a good season. Nothing compared on last year, especially when you look at her big titles. She got Roland Garros. That was her first big title of the season. But yeah, in recent years, I've watched women's tennis way more than I used to. Same here. Me too. I've really picked up watching women's tennis ever since early 2019. There were only a certain amount of players I'd watch back in the day. Radwanska, Venus, Serena at times, especially because I was just enthralled by how good she was. I was like, it's crazy how good she is. But Venus, Radwanska, those were a couple of my favorite players. Who else? Ivanovic is another one. There's a few. But Yeah, there's a few players on the women's side who I used to like in the day, but there were only a specific amount. Since in the last few years, I've really picked up watching on women's tennis as well. I still follow men's tennis more closely, but women's tennis is in such a good spot, and I get just as passionate watching women's tennis too. I mean, it's awesome, and it's in a great spot. Like I said, the depth is great, the consistency at the top is great. It's fun to watch, and there's great personalities there too now. So I like watching both, and this is a good one. It's a good one so far because Bencic is holding clutch. I'm sure total points won is more in the favor of Iga, but Bencic is just staying clutch enough. You forgot Wozniacki, Anthony. It's really cool she's coming back. I always had more respect for Wozniacki than anybody else on the tour. Wozniacki, she was never my like top 3 favorite player, but kind of like David Ferrer, I just always respected the hell out of her, and especially near the end of her kind of run on the tour, she really became one of my top favorites. She was like running marathons and playing tennis. I don't know what that was about. She was like a marathon runner and a tennis player. Wozniacki is a legend. Wozniacki is a legend. I'm so happy she's coming back. I am watching every match that she plays on the comeback. Watching every match she plays on the comeback. Watching every single one. Bencic here serving 40-15. First serve down the middle of the box. Bencic backhand cross to the backhand of Swiatek to the backhand of Bencic. Forehand from Egan to the forehand of Bencic. There's a drop shot. Iga's running. Backhand to the backhand of Bencic with the lob. Is that too good? Great lob from Bencic. Swiatek can't get there. It's a lob from Bencic. I thought this was going to be tight. I thought this was going to be good. Listen, both matches on center court are people who look unstoppable right now. Swiatek and Djokovic. Djokovic, obviously, a little bit more, especially on grass courts. That's not a very good comparison, actually, now that I said it out loud. But both of these matches are huge tests and danger matches for these guys. Bencic and Hurkacz, they're both big hitters on the grass courts, and that can, when Djokovic and Swiatek struggle, that's when they struggle against the biggest hitters, the big servers. So we'll see what Bencic can do. She'll need to bring her top level, though, but she's brought it a few times this year, and she's been clutch so far. Bencic will have to raise her level, I think, to really get over the line from how she's played so far. But she can do it. I've seen Bencic raise her level before. Big time. 4-all. We're tied up in the second set. Thanks, guys, for joining in. It's only going to get fun. This match is, trust me, this match is going to get fun when we're like in tight moments. That's when this is going to get fun. The aggression versus the defense of Swiatek. Offense versus defense. Swiatek gets to 15 love. Bencic hits the return deep. Serve coming for Iga. Serve coming for Iga. Ace for Iga. It's an ace for Iga. You don't say that often, but it's an ace for Iga. 30 love. Ace for Iga. 30 love. Swiatek with the serve out wide. Drop shot return for Bencic. And a swinging volley from Bencic. One of the weirdest points you'll see won all day. Bencic is smiling because Bencic hit like this like drop shot return on accident. That was like kind of a winner. And Swiatek got there, and then Bencic was waiting in the half court with a swinging volley backhand, which is kind of a lob over Swiatek. That just gets inside that sideline on the outside. Strange point. Strange point there. Drop shot return followed by swing volley lob. Why not? 30-15. It's going to take something strange to take out Iga, I guess. It's going to take something strange. 30-15. Iga catches her ball toss. 30-15 here. Oh, a great backhand return for Bencic. We're at 30 all. We are at 30 all. Great backhand return down the line. Bencic says to come on. That's it. Swiatek to serve, 30 all. Eager to serve. Bencic with a chance here. Like I said, I like Bencic on grass courts. She's playing well so far. Let's see if she can pick it up even more. Back and return into the net, though. Iga at 40-30. Iga at 40-30. Iga already back at the line. First serve. First serve kick down the middle of the box. Backhand from Iga into the backhand of Bencic. Backhand from Iga. Cross. And it's long from Bencic. It is long from Bencic. I think Bencic is challenging the call, but it's called long. Iga's waiting. There's a challenge coming. Bencic doesn't look convinced. Ooh, it's close, but it's out by 2 millimeters. It's out by 2 millimeters, 2 or 3 millimeters. Iga is holds to 5-4, and Iga holds to 5-4. Okay, it's getting fun though. 30 all. Swiatek has gone close on pretty much every single Bencic service game. Bencic doesn't want that. Bencic needs to be serving well, and Bencic wants to serve well so she can dictate against the greatest returner on the women's side right now, Iga Swiatek. Her return is leveled off a little bit against the greatest returners on greatest servers on grass courts because grass plays so fast. She doesn't have as much time to return. But listen, she's still such a tough returner, and Bencic needs to be serving well. But listen, Bencic for the first time got close on an Iga service game, so that's a great sign for Bencic. But it is 4-5. She'll need to. She doesn't want a close game this next game. It is 4-5. Sinner might have a chance with Novak this time, and he might go into it fresh, as he hasn't been tested that much so far. Everybody in chat knows that I'm the biggest fan of Sinner. I hope that's correct. I hope that's correct, Sean. I'm hoping Sinner has improved his stamina in long matches, 5 sets, for example. That's a big thing too. But I'm not so certain. I picked Sinner for the semifinals. If everybody saw my Sinner contender profile, I picked Sinner to the semis. But Djokovic, the way he picked up in the semifinals of Roland Garros, I think Sinner didn't really bring a level I was super excited about today. I don't think he's been tested in a huge way in the event so far. Djokovic is playing amazing on the grass courts. I'm the biggest Sinner guy around, and I don't know if I'm huge on his chances if that is the semifinal. But let's see. I hope that it is. I will only be excited out of my mind if I'm wrong. I really will be. But realistically, I'm not so sure. But let's see. Let's see what Jannik has. I believe in Jannik, though. I think at any point he can turn it up and just play some of the best tennis of the last whatever. His peak is amazing, and Sinner is an amazing player. But let's see what happens. I'm not as confident, but I hope you're right. Forehand cross court, forehand way up high from Iga to the smash of Bencic from the ad side. She goes right back to where Iga's standing though on the do side. Forehand volley put away. Forehand volley just put away. Iga running all over the court, but it's not enough for Belinda. We're at 15 love. Not enough for Belinda. Belinda knows how to play on the grass. Belinda's asking the question, Iga, you can play on clay. Can you play on grass? That Swiatek in some ways answered that question in Bad Homburg, but she's yet to play a player at the caliber of Bencic, a player who's 53-24 on the grass courts, which is an amazing win percentage for Bencic, an aggressive player who plays very well at her best. Great forehand return, though, there from Swiatek. Huge return to the ad side. And we're at 15 all. Huge return to the ad side. Okay, it's getting fun now. I hope we see a high level from both, because this has great potential for some interesting moments to see, to really test out Bencic and what she can bring today. We know about Swiatek, and we know that even on grass court, she'll bring it. We'll see if Bencic can step up to her. Big serve. First serve is long. Second serve. Second serve is long as well. So many double faults from Belinda. She needs to make those serves in. That's not going to cut it. 15-30. Like I said, when Bencic did beat Swiatek at the U.S. Open in 2021, she was serving 76% on first serve. That's going to be, or 75%. That's how she's going to have to be serving. She'll have to be serving super well on first serve. Like I said, the one time they played at a major, Bencic did win. So she'll have a little bit of confidence in that, even though Swiatek really picked up last year. That was just before last year. Swiatek with a toss-in shot, lob over Bencic's head, swinging volley. Bencic is there with the defensive lob way up high. Good defense. Smash though for Iga. It's too good. Cross court. Bencic was too decisive. Guessed too early because Swiatek is going to put that away 10 out of 10 times. It's 2 set points coming for Iga. It is 2 set points coming for Iga here. Iga with the smash. British crowd watching on. Iga with a smash. They want to see this be a contest, though. I didn't see anybody clapping after that. They want to see Bencic be the one who really makes this a contest, makes this a show. They want to see a show. First serve is long. First serve percentage isn't amazing. Her second serve percentage might be even worse. She's double faulted like 5 or 6 times. Let's hope Bencic can pick it up. Come on, Bencic. Pick this up. Second serve, that's good. Back in return is wide from Iga. Back in return is wide from Iga. We're at 30-40. Second set point coming here for Iga. Second set point coming. Can Bencic just be solid enough on serve? Iga still at the towel. Fixing herself up. Ready to return. It's Iga with the set point. It's Iga with the set point. Versus a player much more experienced on the grass courts. It's Iga with the set point. First serve into the net. The world number 1 trying to get a lead. Second serve down the line. Forehand return from Swiatek right on the baseline. Forehand inside out to the backhand of Bencic. Backhand for Bencic. Cross to the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand is a good defensive shot from Bencic. Forehand. She's backhand neutral somehow. Backhand from Swiatek. Cross court. Backhand down the line from Bencic. The drop shot from Bencic. Is Swiatek going to get there? She does. What a shot. Pass from Bencic is too good. Belinda yells, we're at deuce. Now it's picking up. Bencic is at deuce. We're at deuce. Bencic is saying that she's come here to play. Bencic with 2 titles. She had a strong start earlier in the season. Why shouldn't she believe in herself? She's 20-7 on the season. She's had a good season as well. She's won just as many titles, by the way, this year as Swiatek has. She hasn't won a Roland Garros, but we are on the grass courts. Bencic at deuce. Swiatek frustrated to her box. We're at deuce, though. We are at deuce. Bencic brings us to deuce. Belinda to serve. It's getting fun now. Serve. Cross court. Swiatek return goes long. We are at advantage to Bencic. Swiss player gets to advantage. Bencic obviously a bit older than Swiatek. Swiatek is 22 years old. Bencic has already been around on the tour for a long time now. She's 26 years old. She started out pretty young as well. Serve out wide. Swiatek on the return, and Bencic missed its backhand. We are at deuce. We are at deuce now. 4-5 and deuce. Yeah, Bencic a little bit older and a bit more experienced. Swiatek is 12-5 on grass going into Wimbledon. Bencic is 53-24. Bencic is 53-24. Her first title she won on grass, did Bencic. We'll get more to that. More to her grass prowess in some ways. In some way, I would say. First serve into the net, though. Second serve coming for Bencic. Long pause there in between points. Second serve. Into the forehand of Iga. Forehand from Belinda. Down the middle into the backhand of Iga. Forehand from Belinda into the forehand of Iga. Backhand from Bencic into the backhand. Swiatek down the line, but it misses. Let's go Bencic. Advantage. I want to see an epic here. Let's go Bencic. Bencic is holding tough. She's already fended off, I think, 2 set points. I don't think Iga's had a set point at advantage yet. It's only been the 15-40. Bencic trying to hold here and make this a great, great contest. Trying to make this a great, great contest. 4-5 advantage for Bencic. 4-5 advantage to Bencic. Bencic to serve. Can't she do it? Serve down the line. Forehand from Iga into the backhand of Bencic. Backhand from Iga cross court. Big backhand from Bencic cross. Bencic yells, we're at 5-5. And Bencic has not come to play. Bencic is a top player too. She's been a top player for a while. She started out the season super impressive. She won a title in Abu Dhabi, being very clutch. Saved 3 match points versus Samsonova in the final. Beat her doppelganger, Haddad Maya, in the semis. She won, where'd she win? She won in Adelaide, her first event of the season. Bencic has had a great season. She has barely played in the last few months since the Charleston final that she reached against Jabeur, where she also played amazing. Jabeur just played insane. Glad to see her doing well at Wimbledon too. But listen, Bencic played Roland Garros, and then she didn't play a grass lead-up coming into this. But Bencic has played a lot of grass events throughout her career. Bencic has the experience on grass courts. 2015, the first title she ever won was on grass courts. She beat Radwanska, the grass court Radwanska, in 3 sets, 6-0 in the third set to get her first title. That was on the grass courts. Bencic loves the grass. Does Swiatek like the grass just as much? Kick serve into the backhand of Bencic. Oh, she goes for the return. Love that miss, though. I love that miss. I absolutely love that miss from Bencic because she needs to go for it. Love that miss. 15 love. Bencic needs to go for it. You're not going to beat Iga just playing softball. You're not going to beat Swiatek just playing softball. Bencic has to be aggressive and try to dictate. Doing better on serve will help too. A lot of chances for Iga already on her serve. First serve is long from Iga. Second serve coming. Bencic already ready on the return. Iga kick serve. That's not a great serve. Backhand into backhand of Bencic. Another backhand long, but that's why Iga hasn't done so well on grass courts. The movement, the timing is one thing. The second serve, she has a big kick serve. That's the thing for her. She has a kick serve. That doesn't do so well on the grass courts, especially her serve. It's not very effective in her power and how difficult it is to fend off. So, but it is 30 love here for Swiatek. Swiatek trying to get us to 6-5. She's had a lot of chances on the Bencic serve. Bencic needs to do better returning. There's no doubt about it. Forehand, another one long for Bencic. Bencic is not in the rhythm on return yet. Bencic is not in the rhythm on the return. How's Belinda's return from Iga's serve? Yeah, it's not in the rhythm yet. She needs to do better on Iga's return, on her return of Iga's serving, because it's not really there. Serve out wide is long. Second serve coming in this one. Kick serve into the backhand of Bencic, cross into the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand from Bencic cross court is too good. We're at 40-15, but it is 40-15. Bencic trying to do something here, but it's Swiatek at 40-15 trying to get us to 6-5. Belinda is saving the set points from Iga. That's amazing. That's it. Bencic is still going to be fighting at the end of the set. You better believe it. Nothing's set in stone until we get to the end of the set. With 2 top players on the court, that's how it always is. And Bencic is a top player. This is a very high-level 4th round. It's amazing it is a 4th round, in my opinion. Forehand from Bencic into the net. Because Bencic is a great player, she's also a great grass courter. Like I said, she won her first title on grass courts. Beat Radwanska in the final. She's reached 4 other finals since that point, losing to only very great players. 51-minute first set. It's been a long first set. Almost every game has been long. This has been a tussle. Stick around, guys. A bit off topic. It's incredible. Nice to see an original Pixar movie doing well in the box office. Yeah, shout out Pixar. Elemental. I saw that one in theaters. That's a good one. It's a pretty good movie. It has nothing on Incredibles or WALL-E or even Coco that came out some years ago, but especially the OGs like WALL-E, Incredibles, Toy Story. It has nothing on them, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Especially the end was done well. Yeah, shout out Pixar. Why not? It is a bit off topic, but I like Pixar too. Swiatek at 6-5. A tennis Pixar movie. That would go hard. That would be awesome. We got to see a tennis Pixar movie. Maybe about Swiatek. Maybe about Swiatek and her her being the owner of a bakery or something. I don't know. Her being the owner of a bakery in Poland. I don't know. Pixar's cool though. We're at 6-5 for Swiatek. Back to this match. We are at 6-5 for Swiatek. But yeah, Belinda saving the set points for me. That's it, Max. That was great clutch play from Bencic. I agree with Anthony of a tennis Pixar. We got to see it. We got to see it. 6-5 here for Swiatek. Let's see how this set ends off. It's been good play from Bencic so far. Especially it's been clutch. She wants to do better on serve though. She wants to do better on serve so Iga doesn't have as many chances. And she wants to make more chances for herself on return. She's been clutch so far. She's played well when she's needed to, but she doesn't want to have to get into those kind of situations where she needs to play well. Where she's down break points. Great serve, ace out wide. Swiatek thought it was going out, but it is in. 15 love. Chalk flew up. The chalk on the grass courts serves as a Hawkeye in real time. You know it's in when the chalk flies up. 15 love for Iga. 15 love for Iga. First serve is wide, out wide. Second serve coming for Bencic. Second serve coming. Another double fault. I don't know how many double faults Bencic has played in this match so far, in this set so far. But I can give it to you. I can give you the stat actually. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. There's a graphic on screen. 5. It's felt more like 10. It's felt closer to like 10 double faults. 5 double faults for Bencic. She needs to get that down. I don't know what is going on with her serve, but she can't be giving that many chances, that many free points to Iga on her serve. Iga is the best returner in the whole world. On the women's side, there's nothing. You can't just be giving up. Can't just be giving up double faults. Iga is the best returner in the world. Wimbledon's the only Grand Slams at which Iga Swiatek has not reached the quarterfinals. Okay, interesting graphic on the screen that I'm reading out. Where I'm watching from, that's a cool stat as well. Yeah, you guys never reached the quarterfinals at a major. Bencic has never reached quarters at Wimbledon, which is incredible because she always looks amazing at Wimbledon. She's amazing on grass courts. She has the game for the grass. But it's 30-15 here for Bencic. Backhand, down the line, into the squash shot of Bencic, or kind of a little bit of a chip. Ooh, forehand pass from Bencic, but it's in the net. Is Bencic effective enough, precise enough right now against the top play of Swiatek? Belinda, please stay clutch in your serve to win this game. She has been so far. Let's see what happens. She has been so far. She's already saved 2 set points. She's already saved 2 set points. 30 all. She needs to have a Bublik mentality. Bublik earlier today with an incredible kind of comeback against Rublev. He didn't win the match, but that was the match of the tournament so far. That was awesome. I didn't expect that to be quite that good, but it was very fun. Forehand cross with the forehand of Iga. Forehand from Belinda down the line. Bencic there at the slide. She slips, though. Holds her balance. Bencic is frustrating. You can see her. She said the F word. Actually hit herself. That's what Swiatek was doing. 40-30. 40-30 here. It is 40-30 here. Bencic with the slide. Or Swiatek with the slide, but it's not good enough. It's looking like we're going to go for a breaker. Can Belinda hold here clutch? That didn't look great for Swiatek, but she's a great athlete. So, like, didn't look great as in like that looked like she could have gotten hurt. But first serve into the net from Belinda. Second serve. Swiatek's gotten into a lot of these Bencic service games. Let's see if she can here. Bencic gonna try to bring us into a breaker though. Let's see. Backhand cross court to the backhand of Bencic forehand. That's wild from Swiatek. It is 6-all. Who's win this tiebreaker? And you let me know what the score is. If you get it right in chat, I'll shout you out. We're getting a tiebreaker here. We are getting a tiebreaker here. Let me know who you think's winning this tiebreaker. What's going to be the score? 57 minutes in. 57 minutes in on a grass court is basically unheard of. And we haven't even finished the set yet. Very long first set. Very long first set. Swiatek to serve. Swiatek to serve here. Let's see what Bencic can do. This tiebreaker, it's going to be a good tiebreaker. It's going to be interesting. First serve down the middle of the box is a let. Another serve coming for Swiatek. Another serve coming from the Roland Garros champion here. Another serve coming. Forehand cross and the forehand of Iga. Forehand for Bencic cross and the forehand of Iga. Iga's athleticism is kind of looking a little bit off. She's making some weird movements. Iga's making some weird movements. Kinds of hits the ball into the other side. Out frustration. 1-0 for Bencic. And this is when the heads are going to turn a little bit. People have been watching the scoreline be like, oh, Iga's in every single Bencic service game. Bencic hasn't been close in an Iga service game. Listen, Swiatek's got this down. Bencic is a top player. She won the Olympics a couple years ago. Bencic is a top player. She's going to be clutch. She has been so far. She was against Collins in the second round as well. Like I said, Bencic has played much more tennis than Swiatek. Swiatek, of course, played Bad Homburg as well. Withdrew in the semis there. But it's a forehand return down the middle of the court from Swiatek. Another forehand. Bencic on the defense. Forehand from Swiatek. Oh, it hits the tape and it goes. Does it go long or is it in? Lob now over Swiatek. Swiatek with a forehand. Forehand from Bencic into forehand. Iga again hits the tape. Lucky for Swiatek a little bit, I guess. Forehand chip down the middle. That's a good shot. Bencic forehand. Great rally here. Forehand from Iga. And it's long. And it's long. And Bencic gets the point. Bencic outlasts Swiatek. That's the story of the set so far. Heads are turning. Heads are turning to this one. 2-0 for Bencic to start out this breaker. Bencic has played well. She just hasn't given herself any chances on the Iga return. And she's only played well on like kind of the down break point. Like Iga has got returned too well. She's gotten down a lot of break points. But listen, Bencic has been clutch and she stayed in it. That's what a top player does. And Bencic is a top 10, top 15 mainstay player. I think she could be even higher. Especially if she finally has more good results at majors. And I reckon Wimbledon could be that place where she has a really, really deep result. Because she does like the grass. Serve here for Bencic. 2-0. Backhand from Bencic is a good shot inside out. I'm loving this. I'm loving this for Bencic. Let's go Bencic. 3-0. It's 3-0 here. Let's go Bencic. Let's go Bencic. I wonder what's Iga's stats and tiebreakers, I guess, specifically this year. I don't have that stat in hand right now. I could probably look into it, but I know she's done rather well. She's always great in tiebreakers and the clutch moments. But it is 3-0 for Bencic. Bencic trying to deliver a bagel or a breadstick in this tiebreaker. 3-0. Swiatek serve out wide. Bencic return. Backhand. Goes deep. It's 0-4. Bencic with a couple of mini breaks. It is Bencic with a couple of mini breaks now. Let's go Bencic. I've been waiting to see Bencic have a deep result at Wimbledon. I want to see a contest here. Let's go Bencic. This is not looking good for Iga though. Iga will want to pick up. Here. 0-4. Can Iga come back in this tiebreaker? She's had so many chances on the Belinda serve all set. So it's not impossible. Weird return into the body serve from Iga, and Bencic couldn't get out of the way. 4-1 with a couple of mini breaks. Let's see what the Swiss player can do. Bencic in some ways already kind of a veteran of the tour. 26 years old, but she's been around a long time. She's been around at least a decade or so. Swiatek is only 22 years old, and she's new, but she's been number one for a good year and a half now. Swiatek, return goes long. It's 5-1 to Bencic as we switch sides. 5-1 to Bencic as we switch sides. Don't forget to like and sub to the channel. Like the video. Sub to the channel as well. I hope you're just enjoying it. Honestly, hope you're enjoying it. We'll have the rest of the set for you. Bencic trying to serve it out against Swiatek. Bencic trying to serve it out against Swiatek. Bencic has really clutched it out. She saved 2 set points earlier in the set. Late into the set at 5-4, she saved a couple of set points. Bencic has done really well to be clutch. She hasn't made a lot of chances on the Iga serve, but she stayed just clutch enough. Bencic here to serve. It is Bencic here to serve. I knew this was going to be a contest. I felt like Bencic could do something. It is 5-1. Bencic to serve here. I'm not sure. They're showing the crowd. I bet most of them did not expect this. Big serve is an ace down the line. We're going 6-1. 5 set points for Bencic. 5 set points for Bencic. We'll see what the second set holds. Stick around. I've got the call for you. Like I said, Bencic is 53-24 on the grass courts. She's been around a while. Iga is not as experienced on grass, even though she is number 1 in the world. Bencic has been to 5 grass court finals. Bencic knows the grass. Let's see if Iga can hold here. Hold a few points here. Bencic trying to take this set. Serve down the line is too good from Swiatek. We're at 2-6. She saves 1. But saving all 5 is a much harder task. Iga to serve. Stick around for the second set, guys. It's going to be a good one. Stick around to the second set. 2-6 here for Iga. 2-6 here for Iga. Bencic ready on the return. Return from Iga down the line with the forehand. Backhand pull up way out high, but it's a backhand long for Bencic. 2 save for Iga. 6-3. 6-3 Bencic. Iga's had a lot of chances on the Bencic serve. Can she pull a miracle comeback? Swiatek wins this set. It's over. I don't see Bencic coming back from that. Similar thing in Charleston. One of the last events that Bencic played, actually, like I said, Bencic didn't play any grass lead-up. She only played 1 round of Roland Garros. That's the only match she's played since Charleston going into this match. In Charleston Open against Jabeur, she had 5 or 6 set points. In the first set, she couldn't close it out, and then Jabeur ran away with the second. But she's got 3 in a row here on her serve. Backhand for Bencic, cross into the backhand of Iga. Forehand for Bencic, inside out to the backhand of Iga. Backhand for Bencic into the backhand of Iga. Backhand for Bencic. We're going cross to cross. It's a battle here. That catches sideline from Iga. Backhand down the line. Iga does what Iga does. We're at 6-4. Iga saves 3 set points. 2 more. 2 more, and Bencic saved 2. Iga saved 3. Bencic saved 2. Iga saved 3. But it's 2 more coming here. One of them on Bencic's serve. This is the one. This is the one that both players need to focus on. It's the one coming in right here, right now. Obviously, this one goes away from Swiatek. The set is over. It only takes 1 of them. That's why you have 5. So that at least if you win 1 of them, that's all you need to win. Winning any one of them, you get the same result. 1 set in the bag. It's a forehand long. Is it called out? Both players are challenging. Swiatek's going to challenge it. It's called long. It looked long, though. It looked long. And I think it's the first set to Bencic. There is a challenge. There is a challenge coming. I think it's the first set to Bencic. There's going to be a challenge, but Bencic was right on that line. She looked convinced. The ball is out by like a good foot or so, maybe half a foot. Bencic takes the first set. What does Iga have in this second set? Bencic, like I said, she likes the grass. She has the power. And is this going to be an upset? Swiatek's been looking great on the grass courts. Stick around for this second set. Stick around for this second set. Let's go Bencic, though. We want to see an epic. 66 minutes of a first set. Iga was being clutch at the end to save those set points. But Bencic was clutch all set. Saved 2 set points. Saved about 6 or 7 break points. Swiatek could never break her. She could never break her, and she couldn't break her spirit. That's for sure. Bencic gets the set 7-6. Bencic gets the set 7-6. Stick around. Stick around. We'll go over the stats of that set in a second, too. By the way, Anthony Hirsch here on comms, QualityShot Tennis. Don't forget to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the thumbs up. Get the thumbs up here. I want to see 20, 25 likes at least on the stream. I want to see the likes up, sub. Most important things, you're enjoying it. I'm not here for all the YouTuber crap, even though I just said it, so I'm being hypocritical. But but do sub to QualityShot and like the video. It really does help. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is where you want to be for the tennis stuff. We'll be here for the second set. And we'll be here for the second set. Let's go Bencic with the first set. Let's go Bencic with the first set. I said Bencic is not one to play around with. But still, I think most would still say Swiatek's the favorite going in. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I like your enthusiasm, Anthony. I appreciate it, Max. Appreciate it. Bencic is one of my favorite players. She's probably my second favorite behind Leylah Fernandez on the women's side. On Jabeur, I like a lot as well. And Amanda Anisimova. There are a few players I like a lot too, but I do like Amanda Anisimova as well. I have since for a long time. Bencic on facing Swiatek. What in the world is a Swiatek? All I can say is I'll let that kid eat the grass. That's it. Bencic doesn't know who Iga Swiatek is. She knows who Belinda Bencic is, Olympics 2021 champion, and she's been around on the tour for a decade now. Couple Masters. She's been a top player for a while. Former world number 4, Belinda Bencic. Put respect on the name. And she likes the grass courts despite not having a huge result at Wimbledon yet. Maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year, Jerome. Come on, Bencic. That's it. Let's go, Bencic. Let's go, Bencic. I'm rooting Bencic as well. I need Bencic to go through. Okay. Okay, Jerome. Let's see. At the least, we're seeing an epic here. We're seeing somebody test out Iga. Iga is going to want to take her chances. She hasn't done well at converting on break points yet. And Swiatek is going to want to just really convert on those chances. She had so many chances throughout that set. She could do better on second serve as well. But yeah. I wish tennis players spoke like that. True. Me too, Sean. That would make it exciting. I like that. I like that kind. It makes it fun. Bring the drama. Bring the energy. We like energy. We like energy. We like the hype. It's nice to see someone challenging Iga. It's good for Swiatek as well. Listen, it's good for Swiatek as well. Even if Swiatek needed a test. Like I said, Swiatek up to this point has only lost 13 games. She's only lost 13 games through 3 matches. 5 of those games came in one set in her second round match. So she needs a challenge. She hasn't been tested in a big way yet. Bencic this could be a big thing for Swiatek as well. But it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. And it's a challenge that could take her out of the tournament, which is what makes it scary for Iga. We'll see if Iga can pick it up. She's been doing great on grass. Her serve has been looking better on grass. She's been moving better on grass. She really had a ton of chances in that first set. It's just about taking them. But Iga's still going to have the confidence. I always say, I don't think she's fully confident on grass yet, but listen, she's still going to have the confidence. She's Roland Garros champion. She pulled out a bad Hamburg, but there's a good chance she would have won that event as well. You never know. But I still think she'll feel confident. But look at some of the sets here. So let's look at some of the stats here. 6 breakpoint save for Bencic. 6 breakpoint save. 6 for 6. Great stuff. Serving could do better, but first serve points won 76% for Bencic. That's what Bencic wants. Great for Bencic. First serve percentage could be higher, but still not too bad. 14 winners, 13 errors, 9 winners, 7 errors. So pretty good stuff. Pretty solid. Pretty good high level. Pretty good. Not the best level you'll see all event, but still pretty good. Winners to errors is the best kind of gauge of how high level a match is so far. But anyway, we're about to start the second set. Hour and 12 minutes into this contest. Starting the second set. Can Bencic keep it up? Can Bencic keep it up? Won't be surprised Swiatek wins 6-2, 6-2 or something. That's a Swiatek classic. Yep, but not today. Not today. I don't think she will just against Bencic playing on a grass. Bencic on grass, I think, is going to be a little bit too tough for Swiatek to do that. But I think Swiatek could win like 6-3, 6-4 or something. I reckon Swiatek is still going to like her chances. But she's going to need to take her chances. When she's getting break points, she's got to convert. 0 for 6 in that first set. Bencic second serve here. Down the line, backhand, down the middle, backhand from Bencic into the backhand of Iga, and it goes long, 15-love. 1 set and 1 point lead in the second set for Bencic. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Who we got in chat? We got Jerome, we got Max, we got Sean, we got Jacob in the chat. Sorry, missed your comment. Who else we got? We got Carmenu. We have Faison in chat earlier. Lexi. What's up, Lexi? Always glad to have Lexi in chat. Thanks for joining in too. We got Ghost in chat. We got everybody in the chat. Anthony Hirsch here on the commentary. Anthony here commentating QualityShot tennis. It's where you want to be. It's where you want to be. Bencic wants to do better on serve too, by the way. She needs to make more first serves in, wants to make less double faults. She's done well when she's got that first serve in, but she wants to make a few more first serves in. It was a long first set. Long first set, and we still got potentially 2 more to go. Potentially. Bencic going to try to stop that. Swiatek forehand down the middle of the court. Backhand from Bencic inside out, but it's long. Looks like Swiatek's going to have more chances on the serve of Bencic. Swiatek looking to just get right back to business. Swiatek still by far the favorite to win by the bookies. Not surprised. Swiatek still feels like she's the favorite somehow. Just because Swiatek is 38-6 on the season. She had an all-time good season last year. She had a 38-match winning streak last year going into Wimbledon. Swiatek is different. Even when Swiatek is behind, she's one of these players that you just can't count out. And she's had so many chances on the Bencic serve. If she could just break one of those times, then something could happen. Bencic has been clutch, though. And Swiatek has been fairly unclutch for her standards. Another double fault for Bencic. It's her 6th double fault. 6 double fault. 2 break points coming here. 2 break points coming here. What can Bencic do? Can she keep saving these? If Bencic gets out of this game, then it's Swiatek will be 0 for 8 on break points, which I feel will have to be pretty deflating for Swiatek. Let's see what Swiatek can do. 15-40. Let's see what Iga can do. First serve, Iga return just crossed the net. Great forehand inside out from Belinda. Belinda cross court to the back end of Bencic, but it's long. 30-40. 30-40 in this one. 30-40 for this one. She's not going to be able to save these break points forever, though. I don't think she'll be able. And Swiatek does break. Swiatek does break at 1-0. Okay, let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens next. Swiatek gets the break. No, Belinda, win the game on your serve. Yeah, Bencic. Bencic has to be doing better on serve. Iga lost the set. That's it, Carmenu. Iga lost the first set. Bencic was so clutch. Saved 6 break points, including 2 set points. Bencic has been super clutch, so. Bencic has been super clutch, but she couldn't be quite clutch enough in that game. 1-0 for Swiatek. Swiatek loses the first game, but first set. But she does what top players do, and she comes right back. She comes right back. Swiatek to serve here. 1-0. Swiatek to serve here. Swiatek to serve in this one. Like I said, Bencic's first serve percentage, it needs to go higher. Even though Bencic won that first set, the total points won. I want to take a look at the total points won. I bet it's very close. If not, Swiatek ahead. I think Swiatek might be ahead, actually. Kind of a weird guess from mine. But they're going to be awfully close. Bencic, there's a lot of things Bencic. What does that mean, by the way? I'm just saying random stats. What does that mean if Swiatek is tied in total points won? That means that they were just about even in play during that set. If not, Swiatek a little bit better. Bencic was just a little bit more clutch. There's a lot of things Bencic needs to do in general a lot better in the second set. There's a lot of things Bencic can do a lot better in the second set. There are things Swiatek could do better as well. But it's a good level so far. It is good level. Just Swiatek needs to be more clutch. First serve into the net. Second serve coming here. 1-0. Iga serving. Backhand way up high to the forehand of Iga. That's a great shot inside out. You love to watch high-level tennis players as they do things you just can barely imagine on tennis courts. Just things you can barely imagine on tennis courts. That was just a casual shot, I know, but Iga just hitting that forehand that's a tough shot. That's a tough shot to hit that good of a winner from that position. 30 love here for Iga. Iga is one skilled player. Serve out wide. Second serve coming here for Iga. Second serve coming. Out on the return from Bencic, we're at 40 love. Bencic has not won many points on the Iga return games, or on her return games against the Iga serve. She hasn't won many points. Bencic needs to be doing better on return as well. Bencic was not creating any chances for her on Iga serve, which is not Rybakina serve. Swiatek does not have Rybakina serve. Great forehand return for Bencic. That's long from Swiatek. Swiatek does not have Rybakina serve. Yeah, Bencic needs to create more chances for herself. It was really just Bencic clutching it out until the tiebreaker where she pulled away in that first set. But Iga really had way more chances than Bencic in that first set. But Bencic took the chances that she got when she got to the tiebreaker and pulled it out 7-3, 7-4. Got ahead 6-1. Which is pretty crazy too. First serve is out from Iga. Second serve coming here. Bencic trying to do a little bit of a climb back in this game, by the way. Iga to serve here. Second serve. Iga taking a lot of time on her serve. Bencic return. Cross score into the return of Swiatek into net though. 40-30. 40-30 here. Forehand in the net from Iga. It's been really exciting to see Iga doing better on the grass, but it's kind of lower level here than we've seen at points in this grass season. Definitely less clutch. It's also the first time we've seen her play a big top player, I feel like, all kind of grass season. So Bencic, a former world number 4. Second serve coming for Iga on 40-30 on the outside. Bouncing the ball right to serve. Can Bencic come back in this game? Let's see. Kick serve into the back into Bencic, but it's long. One game all. Good fight from Bencic. That's the story of this match so far. Oh no, Belinda, what are you doing? I know, right, Max? What are you doing? 2-0 for Swiatek. 2-0. I think I said one game all. It's 2-0 for Swiatek. Swiatek got the early break. Swiatek gonna try to do a quick second set. Because Bencic, I don't think you know who you're playing. Bencic is like, I don't think you know who you're playing. You may have won that first set, but I'm still. I have a contract. Swiatek's like, I got a contract. I have to win at least a 6-0 or 6-1 set every single match I play. I kind of have a contract with the WTA Tour. I'm going to have to bagel you here. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to win 6-0 here. I don't care you just won the first set. You don't know who you're playing. You don't know who you're playing. That's what Iga's trying to say here. Let's hope Belinda serves are powerful. She doesn't have the best serve on tour. That's the only thing kind of going against her grass game. But she's won 76% of first serve points in that first set. Yeah, Iga's going. Bencic, you don't know who you're playing. You haven't watched the last year of women's tennis. 2021, you won the Olympics. 2022, you weren't watching tennis. I'm coming back. I don't care if I'm playing on the grass. Bencic going to try to do better in the second set. 15-all. 15-all. She's doing better so far. Bencic, big serve to the back of a turn of Swiatek. Bencic. Oh, that's a smart forehand down the middle. Down the middle is an underrated play. Players make guesses to either side. If you switch it up and go down the middle, that's just one more thing to go. That's just one more thing to put into the mind of the other player. It's not all, you don't want to hit that shot all the time, but down the middle, body serves. I love how they're being played more and more, and that's great. They're always underrated. That's a good switch up to have. It's good to have smart switch ups. It's not just about winning one tennis point. It's about implementing a strategy that will implement a seed into the other player's mind, and then they'll not anticipate as well because they'll be thinking, "Oh, what if she does a body serve?" You know what I mean? Down the middle, that's a good play. Smart play from Bencic. 40-15. 40-15 here for Bencic. Second serve coming here for Belinda. Back in return from Swiatek is a good one. That's a good shot from Bencic though, but better forehand down the line from Swiatek. 40-30. 40-30 here. Here. Bencic is taped up a little bit on her right arm, but it hasn't looked to affect much so far. 40-30. Can Bencic hold here? She needs this hold. There's no doubt about it. Swiatek forehand return into the net. We're at 2-1. We're at 2-1. Like I was saying at the beginning of the last set, it was good stuff, but I was saying, listen, when it gets tight near the end of the set, that's when it's going to get good. It was great at the end of the set. I feel the same thing for this set as well. But Swiatek isn't gonna even want this to get close. But yeah. Thanks guys for joining in. We got Wimbledon. We got 4th round. Djokovic coming up after this. He's taking on Hurkacz. 5-0 against Hurkacz, but listen, I always like how Hurkacz looks against Djokovic. There are kind of a few guys who I've seen play pretty well against Djokovic every time I've seen them play. Taylor Fritz. I always like how Fritz plays against Djokovic as well. Hurkacz always looks good against Djokovic, even in Dubai. Earlier this year, he had a very tight first set against Djokovic. 3rd set tiebreaker in Paris. 4th set tiebreaker in Wimbledon 4 years ago. Hurkacz always looks good against Djokovic. So Djokovic isn't one that he can lose against big servers. They can trouble him a little bit. So because Djokovic was returning is one of the big reasons that he so often just is as dominant as he does. When he plays a big server, it's a little bit harder to return as well as he usually does. Let's see what Hurkacz can do. Hurkacz is tough on grass. And if Hurkacz pushed him to 9-7, the 4th set tiebreaker, 4 years ago, before Hurkacz became a very good player, Hurkacz playing very well again on the grass courts, reaching semifinals at Wimbledon last year. 2 years ago, I should say. Let's see what Hurkacz has in him. By the way, Daniel Kaluuya, I think it is, in the crowd, who's one of the best actors of all time. Daniel Kaluuya, I've been on Daniel Kaluuya for a while. I've been on Daniel Kaluuya for a while. I knew about Black Mirror. I don't know if any of y'all are into Black Mirror. Daniel Kaluuya was in an episode of Black Mirror, 50 Million Merits, amazing episode. I knew about Black Mirror even before it got picked up by Netflix. My brother is huge into like watching random niche TV shows. He was like, there's this cool British TV show. And then I watched that episode. I was like, this is the best acting performance I've ever seen in my life. Daniel Kaluuya is real stuff. He might be the best actor of all time. He's so good. It's ridiculous. He hasn't had that one acting performance that really took him to the top. Get Out, kind of, for sure. But he's one of the best actors of this last generation. Daniel Kaluuya is crazy. Joaquin Phoenix is great as well. Daniel Kaluuya. Christian Bale is very good. Anyway, 15 love here for Swiatek. 15 love here for Swiatek. Some random noises going into the crowd, sounding like a freaking banshee. We got everything going on. Got a bit of a laugh from the crowd. 15 love here for Iga. First serve is long. Second serve coming here for Iga. Second serve coming here for Iga. Let's see what Bencic can do. She hasn't gotten many chances on the Iga serve at all. She had a couple mini breaks in that tiebreaker, and that was just good enough. She held clutch on her own serve. Double fault from Iga, by the way, 15 all. That's got to be one of her first. Bencic has already given a lot of double faults, but it's one of the first double faults for Iga. One of the first double faults for Iga. Let's see if Bencic can create some chances on her serve. She's yet to have a break point on the Iga serve. But yeah, don't forget to like and sub QualityShot Tennis. I'll be here for more streams as well. Anthony Hirsch here on the commentary. Anthony on the comms. QualityShot Tennis. We'll be here for more streams. Next stream, we got Hurkacz versus Djokovic on center court. Faison's back. He's got the call for you. I'll be joining in for that stream as well. I'll be watching that match. I'm hoping that one's close. I'm hoping that one's close and a good match. Y'all better join in. Don't forget to like and sub. Don't forget to like the video and sub to the channel. 30-15 here for Swiatek. Forehand from Swiatek. Cross. That's a good shot from Iga. That's a good shot from Iga. 40-15. Good shot from Iga. 40-15. Good shot from Iga. Trying to hold here at 3-1. First serve is long. Second serve coming here. Second serve coming here. Iga taking so much time on her serve at every point, but it's working right now. Forehand return. I like Bencic going for it though. That's not a bad miss. I'll say it a lot of times. These are not bad misses. Bencic took the first set. This is how she needs to play. She needs to take chances and she needs to keep being clutch. Her clutchness is the only thing that made her take that. Like, if she wasn't clutch, then that first set was going to be Swiatek's all day. Could have been like 6-2. That Swiatek had break points or like got close in every single Bencic service game. 2 set points. We'll see. Bencic. By the way, is that Margaret Court who's watching on? Somebody watching on in the stands. It might have been Court. It looked like a photo of Court that I've seen. I don't think Court watches the matches a lot, but it could have been Margaret Court. Just sneaky in there. Forehand into the net. 15 love here for Swiatek. 15 love here for Swiatek. I've heard about the British TV show Black Mirror before. It's so good. It is so good. Some of the best kind of scenes and moments. White Christmas, San Junipero. Listen, if y'all haven't seen Black Mirror, watch Black Mirror. After you'll watch this match, watch Black Mirror. It's Wimbledon. It's nice to talk about a British TV show, you know? Watch Black Mirror. It's so good. Super dark. That show is dark, but it's super good. Miley Cyrus guest star. That's it. That episode is overhated. That's not even that bad of an episode, to be honest. I thought it was kind of fun. But the rest of the show is genius. That show is genius. I love that show. Love that show. Love that show. Back to the match, though. First serve is wide. I love tennis is one of the things I'm super passionate about. Another one is TV shows and movies. I can talk about that all day. Save that for another stream, though. If anyone's seen that show, though, let me know in chat. That's a great one. Forehand into the backhand of Bencic. Backhand from Swiatek is a good one cross court, and it's 15-30 for Swiatek. 15-30 for Swiatek. 1-3, 15-30. Swiatek trying to breadstick here. Swiatek trying to pull away and do what Swiatek does. Let's see what Belinda Bencic has. Belinda Bencic, it's not a name that has zero weight to it. Olympic champion. We know how good Bencic can play. And I was hoping that Bencic would have a run out of Wimbledon so people would be like, okay, Bencic can play on grass because she can play on grass. First, she needs those first serves though. That's a good first serve. Forehand is long from Swiatek. Swiatek's making a few forehand errors though. This match is not without errors for Swiatek. 30-all. 1-3, 30-all. Bencic trying to be clutch and at least stay close in the second set. Bencic isn't going to give up on the second set, I don't think. I do not think. First serve is long. Second serve coming. Chalk flew up, but I think it's from the sideline, not from the service box. Kick serve into the back return of Swiatek. 40-30 for Bencic. It is 40-30 for Bencic. Hope you guys are enjoying this one. If Bencic fought in that first set, she's not going to give up on the second set either. She's not giving up on the second set either. Serve down the line into the forehand return. Great backhand for Bencic. It's a Belinda Bencic backhand. Belinda Bencic backhand into the deuce sideline. Deuce sideline, and it's too good of a winner. By the way, Anthony Hirsch here on comms. If you want to follow me, I have a YouTube channel, Tennis Commentary Booth with Anthony Hirsch. I'm hoping to post up a quarterfinal preview once the quarterfinals are set for this event as well. You can follow me there. Tennis Commentary Booth with Anthony Hirsch. Commentary Booth on Twitter. At Commentary Booth on Twitter for stuff that I talk about tennis. Tennis Commentary Booth with Anthony Hirsch. That's the YouTube channel. But don't forget to like and sub. QualityShot Tennis, where you want to be. I'll be here for more streams as well. Let's get the likes up. Want to see the likes up on the stream if you're enjoying it. 3-2 for Swiatek. Want to see the likes up. Likes do help as well. Let's look at the stats, though. And most important thing, I hope that you guys are liking it. Hope you guys are liking it. Really are enjoying it. That's the most important thing. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Whether you're listening in the background or watching, if you don't have the access to the match, you're watching the stream, or if you're watching the match and the stream. However you're watching, I like it. However you're watching the stream, it's great. It's great. By the way, to give you a couple of stats, set one total points won. Let me see if I can find it here. Set one total points won. That's what I thought. 52. Swiatek won 52% of the points in the first set. I'll say it again. Swiatek won 52, not 50, not 51, not less than Bencic. She won 52% of the points in the first set. Not a surprise, because Bencic could barely win points on Swiatek's service games, and Swiatek was in every single service game of Bencic, but she couldn't convert on any of the break points. That's why tennis is not about winning the most points. It's about winning the right points. Let me give you another stat. Here, real quick. Let me give you one more stat. Just one more statistic. 6 for 6. 0 for 6 on break points for Swiatek. But she won 52% of the points in the first set. 52% of the points in the first set. And I just had a feeling that was the case. All right, good point for Bencic. Love 15. Love 15 in this one. Hope you guys are enjoying. Love 15. We got potentially half the match still to go. So keep that in mind too. Hour and 34 minutes in. We had over an hour first set, which is not that common on the grass. Left 15. Kick serve into the backhand of Bencic, backhand of Iga, to the forehand of Bencic, cross, and the forehand of Iga, cross court. Forehand from Bencic is long, 15-all. 15-all here. 15-all here. Iga's been doing really well on serve, I will say. Up until that tiebreaker, aside from that, Iga's been doing very well on serve, which is good signs for her. Second serve is not there for her, but she's been doing well at getting the first serves in for the most part. So good for Iga. Been doing better at getting the first serves in than Bencic. Bencic ready on the return. First serve's a let. Another serve coming. Another serve coming in this one. Backhand block return into the forehand of Swiatek, who is too good right in the corner. Bit of a low percentage play from Swiatek. It looked a little bit nervy, but she gets it in. Gets it into the corner, but still, I'm sensing that this could be an opportunity for Bencic. Swiatek hasn't lost the first point. Excuse me. Bencic hasn't lost the first point of a service game, or Swiatek has lost the first point of a service game very often. And kind of a little bit of an iffy couple of shots. First serve is out here. Second serve coming for Iga. Second serve coming for Iga. Iga's been just ever so slightly off her game. Very much not as clutch as usual. That part is, it's certain. That part is for sure. That part's for sure. Backhand for Bencic, cross is a winner. A lot of winners from Bencic, and that's what Bencic needs to do. I don't care if she's hitting winners or errors. She needs to go for it. If you're playing Swiatek, like I said earlier, softball is not going to work. She needs to go for it. So far, it's translating to winners, and that's a great thing. 30-all, big point here. Well, it's a forehand winner down the line for Bencic. We're getting a break point. Bencic said, this set's not over. This set's not over. Bencic said, this set's not over. Break point here. Bencic said, this set's not over. Big return winners from Bencic. Bencic said this set's not over. I was number 4 in the world. I won the Olympics in 2021. I've been to 5 grass court finals. Grass is my surface. I've been a top player for like a decade. I've been a great top player. I won a grass event 8 years ago, beating Radwanska in the final 6-0 in the third set there. Bencic is a grass player. We'll see. Swiatek's not looking super comfortable or clutch or confident so far. Not very clutch. It's a backhand cross court to the backhand of Iga. Backhand into the backhand of Iga. It's sit wide, and we're at 3-3. Stick around, guys. This second set is just getting fun. Stick around, guys. Stick around. 3-all. Bencic gets her first break of the match. Bencic gets the first break of the match. There were no breaks in that first set. Like I said, Swiatek won 52% of the points in that first set. How's that possible? Well, Bencic had very few chances in the Swiatek service game period, and Bencic could not get chances on the Swiatek. Bencic couldn't get chances on the Swiatek service game, and Bencic kept facing break points. She faced 2 set points, but she clutched out and got it in. She got it in a tiebreaker. Bencic has been the more clutch. We're at 3-3. Okay, the upset alerts are ringing a little bit louder. Do you hear it? Do you guys hear it? I hear something pretty weird. I don't know what you're hearing, but I hear something pretty weird. Bencic hits a backhand and catches the line. Don't know if you guys are hearing it. But I hear upset alert. I hear upset alerts ringing. Upset alerts ringing. I hear them. Just it's pretty quiet right now, but it's a little bit distracting. 15 love here for Bencic at 3 games apiece. A little bit distracting. 3 games apiece. A set and 3-all. Bencic at 15 love in this one. Forehand into the backhand of Bencic into the net. 15-all. 15-all. Speak for everyone when saying Swiatek is in the top 500 all-time grass players. She doesn't love the grass court so far. She's never made a Wimbledon quarterfinal. We'll see if she picks up in results this year. But we haven't seen her beat a top player on grass so far. We haven't seen her have a big result on grass yet. She's only played 17 tour grass matches going into this Wimbledon. So she's not. She just isn't to this point. I mean, that's not even... But will she end her career being top 500 with how good she is? Probably. But a little bit, yeah, the shade from Giraffe. Yeah. She is at an all-time trajectory. That's for sure. Swiatek is an incredible player. I think she'll in some ways figure out the grass. I don't have the confidence that I do in Alcaraz, even before the season started, that her game can translate to grass as well as Alcaraz, for example, on the men's side. But listen, Swiatek can figure it out. She's looked great on grass in Bad Homburg. The movement is a big thing for Iga. The movement is a big thing on the surface. So is the serve, obviously. Forehand into the net from Bencic. We're at 30-all. Bencic doesn't want this to get away from her. Bencic does not want this to get away from her. Bencic takes the break point. This is getting interesting. It's been interesting. It's not just getting interesting, Max. It's been interesting. This one's fun. But yeah, I think so, Max. I think this is only picking up now. Can Bencic finish this off? That's the question we're all asking now. I heard the upset alerts ringing. They're getting a little bit louder. They're not at full volume, but they're a little bit louder. Half volume. First serve is an ace down the line. It's a 40-30 here for Bencic. Hope you guys are enjoying my little bit dramatic commentary. Upset alerts ringing. Trying to make it fun. Just enjoying watching this match. 4-3 for Bencic. She holds. I do hear the upset alerts ringing. 4-3. 36 minutes into this second set. Can Bencic finish this off? If people are looking at the score at the end of the first set, like I said, people are going to start watching the match, watching the stream, coming over to the score line. People are going to be like, wait, Bencic is up 7-6, 4-3 on Iga Swiatek, who just won Roland Garros, who was on a 38-match winning streak coming into this event last year. Belinda Bencic, the 2021 Tokyo champion. Belinda Bencic, she's tough on grass. Stick around, guys. Stick around. This is the good part. This is the best part of it. That's the best part of it. Can Iga escape Bencic? I think it's going to be even harder than some people give Bencic credit for, because Bencic has been clutch. If Bencic gets chances, you just got to feel like Bencic might take them. Iga's got to not even let her have chances. Iga's not going to have to not let Bencic have chances. And Swiatek is 38-6 on the season. Bencic is 70, and Bencic is 70. Bencic has not won 70 matches this year. Swiatek is 38-6 on the season. Bencic is 20-7. Bencic is 20-7 with 2 titles. They've technically won the same amount of titles. Bencic hasn't won a Roland Garros, but she won the first event she played this year. Like I said, 5 grass court finals. Bencic needed to serve well. She needed to be aggressive. And that's what she's done so far. That's what Bencic has done so far. Like I said, Swiatek is 12-5 on grass. Coming into this Wimbledon, Bencic is 53-24. Much better record. Much better record from a much larger pool of matches. Bencic has the experience. Iga's world number 1. Who wins? Swiatek to serve. First serve out wide. Bencic is there. Cross court forehand. Bencic there at the backhand cross court. Weird positioning from Iga. What a shot. Swiatek was all out of position, but Swiatek can do anything from any like Swiatek, it doesn't matter if she's in a very difficult position. She'll hit some crazy shot. She's like Daniel Medvedev in a way. She likes defending, and she can hit just the most effective, remarkable shots from the most difficult positions. That was a backhand down the line winner, 15-love. Swiatek has looked very good on grass this year, but it's Bencic who has the experience on grass court. Like I said, 80 matches played on grass. She's trying to stop Iga's run. Kick serve into the backhand of Belinda. Backhand from Swiatek to the forehand of Belinda. Goes way up high, but goes long. Goes long, and it's 30-love for Swiatek. Bencic is playing well. Surely Iga forces the third set, though. I think so. I think Iga forces this 3 sets. That's my prediction, but I would not discount Belinda, because Belinda's been clutch, and Belinda's been around a long time. And she's got the confidence on the grass. Like I said, 5 grass court finals. First title of her career. She beat Radwanska on grass courts, bageled her in the third set. Bencic knows how to play on grass courts. Wimbledon finalist, Radwanska. Backhand way up high to the backhand Swiatek. That's a great shot. Backhand down the line, catch the tape, and goes over. Bencic is playing a great play. Swiatek still ahead in this service game. 30-15. 30-15 in this one. First serve is long from Iga. Second serve coming. Second serve coming here. Again, this kick serve, Iga's second serve, even if she gets through Bencic, this is not going to do her great things on the grass. Her second serve needs to pick up, does Iga's. Iga's second serve needs to pick up big time, because it's falling short. It's falling in the center of the court. The second serve is not looking great from Iga. That's another, it's 40-15 for Iga. She has the lead here. First serve is an ace. First serve's an ace, and it's a come on instantaneously from Iga. Sounded like an out call somewhere, but it was a come on from Iga right as the serve landed. 4 games apiece here. 4 games apiece in this one. Can Bencic keep up this good level? Let's see if Bencic can keep it up. Bencic serve down the line. Second serve coming for Belinda. Forehand down the middle of the court is long. 15 love for Bencic. 15 love for Bencic. Listen, the scripts all said one thing. Swiatek is picking up her level on grass courts, and she's gonna win. She's gonna get to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon, semis of Wimbledon, maybe the final. Some people said she might win. Listen, Bencic is rewriting the scripts in real time. Bencic is the villain here. Can Bencic do it? That's the question everyone's asking. Can Bencic do it? Bencic has been around a long time. 30 love. 30 love in this one. Serve out wide, backhand from Bencic into the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand lob put up way up high is a lob. The big smash cross court to the opposite side, 30-15. Are you streaming Novak as well, Anthony? I am not, Drove. I'm not streaming Novak. I'll be back for more Wimbledon matches, though. Faison has the Faison's got the call for Novak versus Hurkacz. Everybody join in. I'll be joining in chat, though. I'll be joining in that stream a little bit too. So everybody join in. Hurkacz Djokovic. You don't want to be anywhere else. I think that's going to be a good one. I hope that's a good one more than anything. But Faison's got the call for you there, Drew. Faison's got the call. 30-all here. It is a 30-all point. Can Swiatek break away once again? She's only broken once in this match. It was the first game of this set. First game of this set. 30-all here. 4 games apiece, 30-all. Bencic with the first set. But it's deadlocked in the second. Deadlock in the second between the world number 1 and Belinda Bencic, the number 1 Swiss player who's been around a long time. Forehand into the net from Swiatek. Too good off the serve. We're at 40-30. Game's not over yet. The game's not over yet. Game's not over yet. 40-30 here for Bencic. 94 miles per hour. Not a huge serve, but it was good enough. Bencic looking very clutch. Bencic has been around town a long time. She's been around here. Slice lob put way up high. Backhand swing volleys. Too good from Bencic. Bencic is 1 game away from what would be a great upset and one of the biggest wins in Bencic's career. Would be a big upset. It would be a big upset. But listen, Bencic has been around a long time. She's been great on grass courts for a long time. I've been waiting for a great Wimbledon result for her. 20 years on from when Roger won his first Wimbledon. Can Bencic have a good run at Wimbledon? A Swiss player on the women's side. She played with Fed at Hopman Cup a lot of times. But this isn't even about Roger. It's about Belinda Bencic and her career. And trying to get to her second major quarterfinal, which is just insane when you think about it. Swiatek trying to get to her first Wimbledon quarterfinal. Bencic, after a decade on the tour, having won 2 Masters titles, trying to get to her second major quarterfinal, which is insane that she hasn't been to more. Crazy that she hasn't been to more. Bencic roars. It's 5-4. She's unfazed by this situation. Why should she be? People should put respect on the name of Bencic. She's been a top-tier player for a long time. Put respect on the name of Bencic. I would put respect on the name Bencic. She's been around for a long time. And she's not going to get nervous. She might get nervous a little bit just because you get nervous as a person. But in regards to like a player that would be like outside the top 100 who's in this position, Bencic is not that player. Bencic has been in the top 5. She's won the Olympics. Put some respect on Bencic's name. Didn't see Faison for a long time. That's it, Jerome. Faison's back and he's got for you. I'll be joining in a bit as well. I'll be joining in for that as well. I'll be streaming more matches too, though. Excited to have this one for you. Bencic up 7-6, 5-4. Bencic broke earlier in this set. That was the first time that Bencic has broke. Or the first time she got break points against Swiatek. Bencic much more clutch with her break points than Swiatek's been all match. But okay, let's see, guys. 4-5. 4-5 for Swiatek. Swiatek to serve. Big kick serve into the forehand of Bencic. Backhand from Swiatek into the backhand of Bencic. Forehand from Swiatek into the forehand of Bencic. Backhand from Bencic. Cross into the backhand of Bencic. Down the middle. Ooh, it's a forehand that just catches the line from Iga. There's no doubt about it that it caught, but there's no doubt also that it caught by just about 2 or 3 millimeters. It was in, but it was only just. Bit of a nervy shot from Swiatek because that was way too precise. It's about Bencic. She's gotten so many balls back and been so tough. The Bencic aggression, it can be scary on the grass courts. 15 love, though, from Iga. That's an ace out wide, 30 love. Ace out wide, just like that. And it's 30 love. And it is 30 love. Thanks, guys, for joining. Anthony Hirsch here on the commentary. Anthony here commentating for Quality Shot Tennis. This is where you want to be as we go late stages. Late stages of this one. It's where you want to be. 30 love here for Iga. 30 love for Iga on her serve. Is it another ace? So it's called out. Iga might challenge. Iga challenges. It looked close. It looked close. Let's see what happens. If it's in, then it's an ace. And it was just long. Second serve coming. Just long. Second serve coming. Second serve coming in this one. Kick serve into the back end of Bencic. Bencic hasn't been aggressive enough on a lot of these returns. They've been there for her. Backhand just catch the baseline, though. Backhand cross is a little bit wide, but I still like it. I like Bencic taking her chances. Bencic is not going to win if she's not taking chances. That's how she's gone to this point. Bencic needs to be dictating. She needs to be aggressive. Like I said, if you're just joining in, Swiatek won 52% of points in that first set. Over half. Well over half. And Bencic won the set because she was just too clutch. For Iga Swiatek, Bencic, who's been top 5, was too clutch for the world number 1. Bencic has been around, and she can be clutch. Forehand into the net, 40-15. 40-15. Let's see how this one ends off. That's what's fun about tennis. It's a script writing itself in real time. Sometimes the script isn't that good, but this is a good script so far. You have to say it's a pretty good script so far. 2 people writing the script in real time. 40-15 here for Iga. You don't know which way it's going to go. Both players want this for very different reasons. Forehand into the backhand of Iga. Backhand from Bencic. Cross into the backhand of Iga. Backhand from Bencic into the forehand of Iga, who hits it just right on the line. Perfect in the corner. 5-5. Iga might be picking up a little bit. Let's see. Iga might be picking up and being a little bit more aggressive to stop Bencic's aggression. Because Bencic's aggressive play, Bencic and her aggressive shots, aggressive forehands, they've been really tough for Iga for Bencic to deal with. Splat on the line from Bencic, from Iga, by the way, on that shot. Splat on the line. Bencic has been really good on her aggression. When Bencic is playing well, she plays really, really well. So Iga might be a little bit more aggressive to cut that off. 7-6, 5-5. This is where you want to be. Don't go anywhere. This is where you want to be. 7-6, 5-5. Can Iga escape? Forehand into the forehand of Bencic, but it's long. 15 love. Bencic is still being clutch, and she's doing better on serve than she did at the start. Swiatek had break points in every service game in that first set, just about. This set, Swiatek's had way less chances on the service game of Swiatek. By the way, Azarenka took the first set over Svitolina. They are at 3-4. Svitolina with chances on Azarenka's service game, so that's something to watch as well. Another match going on here right now. Interesting. A lot of interesting stuff going on. And of course, Djokovic versus Hurkacz is going to be on as well after this on Center Court. You got to love Wimbledon. Wimbledon, by far my favorite event of the whole year. It's been since I've watched tennis. It's just personally my favorite. I wish we had a longer grass season as well. But, 30 love here for Bencic. 30 love here for Bencic. Swiatek ready on the return. Djokovic versus Hurkacz. A lot of good matchups coming up. Alcaraz Berrettini is going to be insane tomorrow. I think that's tomorrow. First serve into the net. Second serve coming. Second serve coming here for Bencic. Second serve coming. Very windy. Bencic taking her time on the serve. Very windy. Bencic doing better on serve than she did in that first set. Even though she won the set, Doing better on serve. Because another double fault there. She had seven double faults in that first set. She wasn't doing great on first serve percentage. 53% first serves in. Swiatek was having chances on almost every Bencic service game. 30-15 here for Bencic. Another double fault here. Another double fault here. 30-15. 30-15 in this one. We're almost 2 hours into this, and we're not even at the third set yet. Almost 2 hours in. Bencic, Swiatek back in return into the net. 40-15. Bencic trying to get late stages. This is where you want to be. Bencic trying to get late stages. 5-5, 40-15. 5-5, 40-15. Let's see what happens next. First serve into the net. Second serve coming. Second serve coming for Belinda, for the Swiss. These late stages are going to be a lot of fun to watch. And it is a forehand to the bottom of the net. Let it begin. Let it begin. And what do I mean by let it begin? I'm just saying let it begin. Let the tight moments begin. Will Belinda Bencic continue to be clutch? Can Bencic have any shot at closing this out? We're at least going to a tiebreaker. This will test out the clutchness of Bencic, who's been so clutch so far. Can Bencic cross the line and take out Iga Swiatek? That's what's on the line. Stick around, guys. Stick around. Stick around. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like the video. Sub to the channel. Really, sub to the channel for your own sake. QualityShot Tennis. It's where you want to be. If you're a fan of tennis, then sub. If you don't like tennis, then it's probably not for you. Maybe you just enjoy me talking about something else or another now and again. But if you're into tennis, sub to the channel. It's a good one. But we'll be here for the end of this match. Hope you're enjoying it. We're almost 2 hours into this one. 2 hours into this one. Towel on Swiatek's head. What's going on in the head of Swiatek? It's a good question. I'm sure a lot of the stuff going on are a lot of curse words. Like, how'd I get into this situation? That's probably what's going on in her head. Probably a lot of that. Also probably a lot of, I need to serve well. I need to make a lot of first serves in court. Bencic is a great returner as well. Swiatek, we know, is a great returner. Bencic is as well. She's thinking Bencic has been clutch. Bencic has been number 4 in the world. Bencic isn't going to give up easy. If you think Bencic is going to let up like another player, like that you'd see like outside the top 30, top 40, you don't know what's up. This game is intense, and I'm loving every second of it. 6-5 in the second set. I'm loving every second of it. This is the kind of intensity I like because, listen, I'm deeply invested into how good Swiatek's going to be on grass and her Wimbledon results this year, and I'm deeply invested in Bencic as a whole and hoping she finally has another good run. She's deserved it with her play this year. And at Wimbledon makes perfect sense. She's always good on grass. No grass lead-ups coming into this one. Forehand from Bencic into the forehand of Iga, and it's long, love 15. Bencic is 3 points away. Bencic is 3 points away from what would be a monumental upset. Bencic is 3 points away. Wow, huge upset here. Swiatek looked like she was starting to be the big favorite to get to the semifinals, maybe the final. The winners of this and Azarenka's Svitolina look like the big favorite to reach the final. It's very bottom heavy, the women's draw. The winner of Azarenka, Svitolina, and then maybe Swiatek, those look like the big favorites. Belinda Bencic is saying, I'm here too, and Belinda Bencic is looking to play spoiler. How great would it be, though, to see Bencic reach a major final? I mean, Iga, I would love to see that as a Bencic fan, but listen, Iga's going to want to pick up here. Backhand right on the line from Bencic. She's just hanging in here. She's wanting to be more aggressive, hit closer to the lines. Backhand, cross court, she just hits the sideline. Bencic was playing a dangerous game. Bencic with the Russian roulette backhand that just catches the sideline. Russian roulette backhand from Swiatek, and it just catches the sideline. Bencic is wanting to pick up, though. All my eyes are on the match where I'm watching here. I don't know what's happening next either. Let's see what goes down. What happens next? You tell me. Bencic wanting to pick up in this one. 15-all in this one. Iga to serve. Backhand from Bencic is a good one cross court. Iga again right on the line. Bencic cross court. Swiatek cross court. Bencic down the line. Bencic forehand is a great winner inside out. Bencic gets 15-30. Bencic is trying to say, listen, I've been a top player. Can I get some respect? Can I get some respect? Listen, Bencic is trying to finish off Iga in straight sets. Having a Elise Cornet type comeback. The crowd is loving it. Usually the crowd wishes for the for an upset for a good contest. They root for the underdog, but not when the underdog gets this close, but they're happy with this for some reason. It is 15-30. Bencic with the fist pump. This is a high-level fourth-round match. We saw a good one on the men's side between Rublev and Bublik. Man, was that good. But like Max said, this game is intense. Swiatek to serve. Bencic with a back and return to the backhand. Swiatek who is at long breath, 15-40. Bencic with 2 match points. Bencic has 2 match points for an upset over the Roland Garros champion. Who's on a 10-match winning streak. She lost to Rybakina in Rome, to Sabalenka in Madrid. Will it be Bencic at Wimbledon? Will it be Bencic at Wimbledon? This is not 2022, but even 2022, she lost at Wimbledon. 1 round better here, by the way, but this is going to be disappointing for Swiatek either way. Bencic, much more experienced on the grass. It is a serve from Swiatek. Into the forehand of Bencic. Backhand, just inside the line. Backhand from Iga. It's right on the baseline. Forehand from Bencic. So forehand from Iga into the deuce side. Iga survives. We're at 30-40. We're at 30-40. It's a second match point. It is a second match point. 30-40. 30-40. What happens next? You tell me. 30-40. 30-40 in this one. Iga to serve. Iga to serve. Another match point coming for the Olympic champion, former world number 4. And you don't get points from the Olympics, by the way, either. That's not how she got to world number 4. She's been a high-level player for a long time. 2 Masters titles in her belt. This would be a well-deserved second major quarterfinal in her career. But Iga, if she wants to pick up on the grass, it has to be a comeback here. First serve is out. She'll have to do with the second serve. Second serve's not been great so far. Lots of kick serves. Her kick serve on the grass has not been doing great. She'll have to save another here. 30-40. 30-40 in this one. Iga to serve. It's a kick serve. Backhand from Bencic into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Bencic to the backhand of Swiatek. Swiatek does what Swiatek does. And Swiatek does what Swiatek does. Iga wants to push this into another tiebreaker. You better believe it. Don't forget to like the video, by the way. Let's get the likes up. Don't forget to sub to the channel. Anthony Hirsch here on the commentary. At Commentary Booth on Twitter. I'll be here for more streams. I'll be here for the end of this one. Deuce at 5-6. Swiatek does what Swiatek does. Swiatek does what Swiatek does. Belinda, stay clutch. That's it. Deuce here, 5-6. 5-6 in this one. Bencic on the return. Serve long is, or serve out wide is long. It's a second serve for Swiatek. Like I said, second serve hasn't done well, but she saved that last match point with one. Kick serve into the forehand of Bencic, and it's long. And it's long. 2 match points have come and gone. Swiatek wants to pull us into a breaker. What happens next? You let me know. Tiebreaker here to decide this. You let me know. But here where I'm at, advantage. Let's go, Iga. Sean, okay. Rooting for Iga. Iga on the grass courts. It's going to have to be a 2 match point comeback versus Belinda Bencic. What a career turning point on the grass if Swiatek can do a comeback. But Bencic going to want to play spoiler. Bencic back into the Swiatek backhand. That's going to be a winner. No, Bencic is there with a squash shot. Back across court. Bencic is there with a pass, but it's long. We're at 6-6. We're at 6-6. You let me know who's win this breaker and what's the score going to be. You let me know who's win this breaker and what's going to be the score. 2 match points have come and gone. Listen, that first set, it was the clutchness of Bencic. It was the clutchness of Bencic that sealed it. Like I said, first set, Iga saved 52%. Iga won 52% of the points in the first set. Iga won 52% of the points in the first set. Well over half. Another nerve-wracking tiebreaker. Oh my, and I'm loving every minute. Bring it on. Bring on the tension. I'm loving every second. Let's get hyped. Let's get hyped up. It is 0-0 Bencic to serve. Let's get hyped up. I'm loving the tension. Big match for both players. 0-0 in this one. I'm loving every bit of that tension. Backhand from Bencic into the cross court. Backhand, that's a great cross court backhand. What an angle. Swiatek does what Swiatek does yet again. Forehand cross court is a great winner. Swiatek just a little bit too effective. Clutch from Iga. 2 match points saved, Faison. 2 match points saved. Safe Swiatek all the way. Swiatek all the way. Okay, that's it. This could be a huge turning point in the career of Iga Swiatek on the grass. We want 3 sets. This match is so good. It's been so good from the start. It's been so good from the start. Bencic so clutch. It's still tight in this one. Swiatek to serve. Swiatek to serve. Serve out wide to the Bencic backhand. Oh, Bencic does a Radwanska sitting forehand. She gets out of the textbook of Radwanska, but she doesn't read the textbook correctly. She hits the forehand into the net. Sitting Radwanska forehand into the net. Similar shot that her compatriot does all the time. Does Radwanska from Swiatek, but it's in the net. 1 point apiece. I'm looking at the match. I have no idea what happens next. You let me know. What happens next? What happens next? That's the fun of tennis. It's written in real time. 1 point apiece here. Iga serving. Iga serving. This match is so good. It is so good, guys. It's so good. Kick serve into the backhand of Bencic, backhand cross from Swiatek, forehand cross from Swiatek, and the forehand of Bencic, forehand from Iga, inside out. It's Bencic at 2-1. Eyes are turning. Upset alerts are ringing. Upset alerts are ringing, and everybody's eyes are turning to the match. It's 2-1. It is 2-1 in this one. It is 2-1 in this one. Bencic to serve. Bencic to serve. Don't forget to like the video, sub to the channel. We'll be here for the end of this one. Bencic at 2 match points. It looked like there was a momentum swing, but Bencic said, I had a lead for a reason. I've been clutch the whole match. She gets a mini break back. It's 2-1 for Bencic. So much tension, so much back and forth so far in this match. So much back and forth in this match. This is a fun stream, guys. This is a fun match. Quality shot tennis. It's where you want to be. Quality shot tennis. Forehand down the middle of the court. In the net from Bencic, though. 2 points apiece. 2 points apiece. Neither player doing well on their serve. In fact, has a player held a point on their serve? This might be all mini breaks so far. I'm trying to think now. This has been all mini breaks. Every point has been a mini break so far. Every single point a mini break so far in this tiebreaker, if I am correct. God's love on me. Nice. Say Foss. She can't afford to lose top spot if she wants to be one of the greats. It's on days like these. It's a big match for her on the grass. I mean, she's been number 1 for a long time. I don't think her losing number 1, she'll be back. She'll be back. She's been number 1, I think, longer than anybody else outside of Hingis and Serena. So she's had a long run at number 1. If she loses the top spot, I think she'll still be like, okay, that was a good run. That was pretty good. But this is an important match for Iga, especially if she wins. If Iga wins, then watch out for her on grass courts, because beating Belinda Bencic in the 4th round, saving 2 match points, this could be a career turnaround win on the grass courts for Swiatek. This could be a career turnaround win. 3-2. We'll be here until the end of this tiebreaker. Forehand chip return into the forehand Swiatek. She's going to be there. Forehand inside out. Top player is there all day. Swiatek does what Swiatek does. Almost 6K subscribers. Congrats, Faison, and everyone. That's it. Congrats, Faison. He started the channel. He's the guy up top. But yeah, we're almost at 6K. Everybody sub to the channel. Let's get to 6,000. Let's get to 6,000, guys. We're only set like several away. I'm not sure exactly, but we're at 5.9K. We're getting close to 6K. We'll reach 6K by this Wimbledon, that's for sure. By the end of Wimbledon, we'll have 6K. Don't forget to sub. Quality Shot Tennis. Anthony Hirsch here on commentary. Anthony here on commentary. I'm happy to bring this one for you. 4-2. This is a great match so far. And it's not stopping in the 3rd set either. This could be one of the matches of the year. 4-2 for Swiatek. 4-2 for Swiatek. Bouncing the ball, ready to serve. Kick serve into the forehand of Bencic, and that's long. It's long for Bencic. We're at 5-2. We are at 5-2, guys. Swiatek's going to steal the set. Swiatek is going to steal the set. We were talking about a bakery earlier. We're not seeing any kind of bakery. These are 7-6 sets. Very tight sets. But she'll take the set with any kind of scoreline. It is 5-2 for Swiatek. Bencic has been clutch, though, and she hasn't given up. Bencic herself saved 2 set points in that first set. Let's see what Bencic has got. First serve is a let. Another serve coming here. This is good, though. This is good. Wimbledon 4th round. Bencic versus Swiatek. Good one here. We are 2 hours and 14 minutes in. Forehand from Swiatek into the forehand of Belinda, which just catches the baseline. Iga almost stopped for a second, I think, but it's a backhand into the forehand of Iga. Forehand from Belinda. Forehand of Iga. What a rally. It's like a banana shot winner down the line from Iga. Iga learns from her idol, Rafael Nadal. It's a bit of a boogie with banana shot down the line, and Bencic has 4 set points. Bencic has 4 set points. It was 2 set points, 2 match points for Bencic earlier in this one, and now it's Swiatek with 4. Now it's Swiatek with 4, going to push us to 3 sets. Bencic has played awesome. She's been super clutch. She's not going to give up no matter what. But let's see. Are we going to go to a 3rd set? I don't think it's done from Bencic, even if we do, I'll be honest with you. But it's Iga with an amazing comeback on the grass courts, trying to bring us back here. Can Swiatek do it, though? 6-2. 6-2 here. Can Swiatek do it? It's a double fault from Bencic, and she was double faulting all of that first set. It is chaos on center court chaos at Wimbledon. Center court chaos at Wimbledon. They're trying to stop Djokovic from getting on court. They're trying to stop Djokovic from getting on court. Elongate that one as much as possible. It's a 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're going into a 3rd set, one of the matches of the year. Swiatek saves 2 match points. Bencic is playing amazing. Does Bencic have enough to stay close and still stay clutch? Or will Iga do a bakery kind of set? Bencic is walking off the court. She's not really yelling at herself. She still has a bit of a smile on her face. Bencic has been around, and listen, Bencic is different. Bencic has that X Factor kind of vibe about her. She's different. Bencic has a great mentality. She's not going to give up. Bencic herself in the final of Abu Dhabi earlier this year. I'll give you a stat here. In the final of Abu Dhabi earlier this year, she was playing Samsonova, who's been playing all great since like second half last year. She played Samsonova in the final of Abu Dhabi, and she saved 3 match points, went on to win. Bencic has a fantastic mentality, even in the big matches, and she will fight. Don't think this is over. But it's a 3rd set, and this is going to be fun. Stick around, guys. Anthony here on the commentary, Quality Shot Tennis. Anthony Hirsch. Anthony here on the commentary. Iga Swiatek, vamos. Vamos, that's it. She hit him like a Nadal-like shot to end that set off with that banana shot. Belinda should have won the points on her serve. That's it. This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. Wow, here we go. Iga has momentum, but hopefully Bencic regroups. Final set tiebreaker, please. Match the year if this goes final set breaker. One of the matches of the year. Stick around. Stick around, guys. Stick around. Olympic champion taking on the Roland Garros champion. The reigning Olympics champion taking on the Roland Garros champion. Bencic won that one on hard courts, but I don't think hard courts are Bencic's best surface. Hard courts and grass courts are probably Bencic's best surface, but Bencic is great on grass courts. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. What's it about grass? Iga needs to get better at it on clay and hard surface. Iga will probably obliterate Belinda. She needs to play more tournaments on grass. That's the only way you improve. I agree with that. She needs to play more grass events. Novak is a legend because of his all-around game. He would be a contender on any surface. Yeah, it's the serve. Iga doesn't have the serve. Her movement and experience on the surface is very limited. A lot of that is that her approach game could get better coming into net. She's not as aggressive as, say, Rybakina or Sabalenka, although she can play aggressively. I would say those are a few things. All right, guys, we'll be back for the coverage of this third set. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back for the end of this third set. You know you want to see this. This is where you want to be. Quality Shot Tennis. Come back, come back. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. All right, guys, I'm back for the call of this one. Thank you guys for sticking around. Third set, we've got it for you. You know this is where you want to be. All right, first point of that third set goes to Iga. 15 love here, Iga on her serve. This is going to be a fun set. Bencic didn't look like she was completely distraught and given up after that set. Not even close. Not even close. Let's see what happens. So serve into the forehand of Iga, into the forehand of Bencic, cross court, but it's in the net. 30 love. It is 30 love in this one. 30 love in this one. What's it with service? Everyone is making tennis about power service and stuff. Roger never had Novak or Rafa's service power. She needs to find a special. That's incorrect. Roger had a faster serve than Novak and Rafa. Roger had a better serve than Novak and Rafa. That's not even. It doesn't matter who you're. Roger had a better serve than. Roger had a faster serve than Novak and Rafa. Cephas. Forehand into the forehand of Bencic, cross court is long. Roger has like one of the best serves of all time, but Iga could definitely improve on her serve for sure. She really likes the kick serve. She has a kind of weird serve. She likes the kick serves. That for the grass court, that just doesn't work quite as well a lot of the time. All right, 40 love here for Swiatek. Quick start here for Iga. Quick start for Iga. Serve out wide, forehand from Iga in the open court. Okay, 1-0. Iga's not coming to play around. This could be a big career match for Iga. One of the more important victories for Iga, I would say, in her career. I mean, that sounds weird to say, but listen, there are 3 surfaces in tennis. We know Iga has hard courts. We've seen it before. Indian Wells last year, she's won that before. US Open last year, she won that. We know she can play hard courts. Clay courts, she's won like 85% of her matches. She has 93% win percentage at Roland Garros. She hasn't unlocked the grass court yet. She hasn't unlocked that stage yet. She hasn't figured out how to play on grass courts correctly. If she can win this match, saving 2 match points, I should say, versus Bencic, listen, things could turn around quick for her on the grass courts. This would be a big win for her. She's not going to play grass like clay, but this could be a big win in the career of Swiatek. And for this Wimbledon, by the way, if she wins this, then she has the winner of Azarenka Svitolina. That's most likely who makes the final, I would say, between those two. On the other side, I believe you have players like Pegula, who's been playing well, but I don't expect her to make I don't expect her to do so well at Wimbledon, especially since she's never made a major semifinal before. So I don't expect that to come out Wimbledon for her to make a major final. But yeah, I expect that Swiatek, this is a big, big match for both players. And Bencic wants a big result. This would put a lot of deserved respect on the name of Belinda Bencic. And it should already. Bencic has brought out a fantastic level, been very clutch. This should already put a lot more respect on Bencic's name. But she's a top player, and she is for a reason. She's been for a long time now. And she's very good on grass courts, especially, I would say. I've been waiting for a run for her at Wimbledon. But I've also been hoping Iga figures it out on grass courts. So listen, it's a big match for both players. It really is. It really, really, really is. And that's what you need in a match of the year contender. If this gets tight, that's what you want from a match of the year contender. Service winner from Bencic, by the way. Both players cruising so far on serve. That's not been the story of the match so far. It's not been the story of the match so far, but it's the story of this third set so far. 1 set shootout to decide it. Bencic taking on Swiatek. Still early stages. I said it at the beginning of the first set. I said at the end, at the start of the second set. Listen, the tight moments are when it's going to be fun in this one. Dare I say I was right both times. The late stages of this third set, if we get them and Bencic stays close, are going to be some of the most compelling moments of tennis that we could see all year. I hope we get to that. It has that potential, and it's honestly very clear it has that potential. It depends a lot on Bencic. But she holds there 1 game apiece. Thank you guys for joining the stream. We'll be here for the end of this third set. I'm so excited to see how this one finishes out. 1 game all, Bencic versus Swiatek. Don't forget to sub the channel too. Quality Shot Tennis. We're close to 6,000. I want to see us reach 6,000. We're definitely getting there by the end of this Wimbledon. I want to see us hit 6K. But yeah, don't forget to like as well. Just hope you guys are enjoying it more than anything else. 1 game apiece here. 1 set apiece, 1 game apiece. Swiatek to serve. We're getting closer to a potential third tiebreaker. Little piece by little piece. We're now 5 holds away from both. Long way away from that, though. Let's see what happens. Swiatek serve into the body. Bencic hits with a forehand into the net on the return. 15 love. Forehand into the net. We're at 15 love. 15 love here in this one. Swiatek catches her ball toss. Still at 15 love. Neither player has lost the service point yet. And that streak will continue. 30 love. That streak continues. We're at 30 love. 1 game apiece and 30 love. 30 love. Commentating tennis is so fun to me. It's so fun to me because I used to just watch matches and just be talking to myself. I was like, I need to get this out somehow. I have so much to say. I have so much I want to say. I love watching a match and talking at the same time. I have emotions and thoughts I want to get out there. This is fun for me. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. Anthony here commentating Quality Shot Tennis. I was just a freak just talking to myself watching matches. I'm not even joking. 30-15 here for Swiatek. Bencic finally gets a returner on the board. First returner point 1 in the set. 30-15. Bencic is not going to give up easy. She has a top player's mentality. Been around a long time. Forehand from Swiatek into the forehand of Bencic into the backhand of Swiatek, who hits it long on the ad side. We're at 30 all. Like I said, I don't know what's happening next either. All my eyes are on the match. You let me know what happens next. You let me know. What do you think happens next? 2 players writing a match in real time. It means a lot to both players. 2 players writing the script in real time. Nobody knows what happens next. That's what makes tennis fun, and that's why there are thousands of people in the crowd right now, because they have no idea what's going to happen next. And that's just, there's something invigorating about it. Something fun about it. One game apiece, 30 all. What happens next? Bencic forehand down the line. It's just long. Bencic is frustrated. Yeah, she should be frustrated. She had that shot there. That was the right shot. I'm still happy she's going for her shots, but she had that there and she didn't make it. She had that shot and she just didn't make it. 40-30 here. I believe that is Bencic's box that they're showing. Swiatek to serve. 40-30. Bencic still in this game, though. 40-30. It's a double fault from Iga. Double fault from Iga. Bencic has been doing a lot of double faults. She double faulted to give Iga the last set. And it's not just that. She double faulted 7 times in the first set. Double faults have been an issue for Bencic. There's an issue for Iga there. Okay, close on the Iga service game. This could be a match of the year contender. It really could be. One game apiece, deuce here. Bencic ready on the return. Bencic forehand return into the backhand of Iga. Bencic on the offensive. She could have come to net. What a pass from Iga right on the line. Down the line forehand. Swiatek does what Swiatek does. Advantage to Swiatek. Advantage to Swiatek. What happens next? Great backhand. Bencic had a chance to come to net, but it wouldn't have mattered either way. It really wouldn't have mattered either way. Right on the line inside the court. Swiatek hits a beautiful passing shot. It's a passing shot, and Bencic didn't even come to net. Pass Bencic standing near the baseline. Advantage Iga. Bencic is being clutch. Bencic is playing like a top player. Whether she wins or loses, you better put some respect on Bencic's name as a top player. Because I think she's phenomenal as a player. And she's going to have a few more big runs, whether it's here at Wimbledon or not. Great sliding shot from Swiatek. What a rally. Backhand just catch the baseline for a shot. Bencic, what a shot inside out for backhand. Best level of the match from both players. This was fun at the end of the second set. It's getting good now. Best level of the match from both players. Bencic fist bumps. Bencic looks so calm out there, and why shouldn't she be? Olympic champion Bencic. Put some respect on Bencic's name. Put some respect on Bencic's name. We're at a game apiece deuce. We are at a game apiece deuce. Point by point here. Anything can happen in either one service game. Both very good returners and not elite servers. Second serve kicked into the backhand of Bencic down the middle. It's right on the baseline. Good shot from Bencic. It's a Bencic break point. Will Bencic get a break point here? Was it called out, though? I think it was called out and Bencic didn't hear it. Bencic, I think, is challenging. And it was on the line. It was splat. That was in all day. Don't overrule. It was in. Advantage to Bencic. Can Bencic break here? Let's see what Belinda Bencic is made of. Advantage to Bencic in this one. First serve in the net. Second serve, a lot to work with for Bencic. She had an easy look at an Iga, at a slow second serve from Iga earlier in the game. She missed it just long. What happens here? Bencic backhand into the forehand of Iga. Backhand forehand from Bencic into the forehand of Iga. Forehand for Bencic into the net. We're back at deuce. We're back at deuce. Third deuce of this game. Wow. What a moment. What a moment here. What a moment in this one. This is a great match. Great match going on here. Loving this one. Loving this one. Swiatek to serve. Out wide to the forehand. A Bencic backhand from Swiatek into the backhand. A Bencic into the middle of the net. Into the net from Bencic, and we're at advantage to Iga. We're at advantage to Iga. Advantage to Iga. By the way, what's going on in Azarenka Svitolina? Svitolina from down a set against Azarenka down to 3-1. Deuce in her service game, but 3-1 in the third set for Svitolina against Azarenka. Winner of this one will play winner of that one. And I reckon whoever comes out of that quarterfinal has the best chance for the final on the side. This is a big match for both players. They'll feel they have a good shot at a final here. Forehand into the net from Bencic. We're at 2-1. Like I said, winner of this match plays the winner of Azarenka and Svitolina. And then on the other side, you have Vondrousova and Pegula. You have Vondrousova and Pegula in the quarters. And then you have the winner of Azarenka Svitolina playing the winner of this one. Listen, Svitolina, Pegula, Vondrousova, that's a great little section of players. But look, at Wimbledon in 2023, that's a great opportunity for a final. Either of these players. This is a big, big match. If you don't think the stakes are high, then you don't understand the background for this match, because the stakes are very high. It's not a semifinal, but listen, the stakes are high in the careers of both players. In the context of this tournament, the stakes are high in the context of both these guys' grass court careers. If Bencic wins this match and then she goes on to get to the final, people will be thinking of Bencic as a grass courter, which they should be. If Bencic beats Swiatek, a world number one, people will be like, "Oh, Bencic is back." Yeah, we knew Bencic. Yeah, she's been top 10, top 5. You know, this is a big match for Bencic. Swiatek trying to save 2 match points the second set, an amazing career win, trying to turn around her win percentage on grass. It's by far lower than it is on hard courts and on clay courts. It's way lower. In fact, I can give you the exact stats. I hope I can find it, but it's way lower. So, and we all know that. Her worst win percentage at any other major is her win percentage at the other 3 majors aside from Wimbledon are 75%. Her at US Open, at Wimbledon, I believe they're like 53. She's 53% at Wimbledon win percentage of Swiatek. 2-1 here, 2 hours and 34 minutes in, and we've still got a lot to play. We could be watching one of the matches of the year. It's already been so good. It's already so good. A lot at stake for both. All eyes on the match. Bencic to serve. Let's see what she's got. First serve into the body. Swiatek with the backhand, forehand into the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand for Bencic. Cross court into the backhand of Iga. Doesn't catch the line. No, it's called out, but it's a challenge from Iga, but I think it was out. If Iga made it, that's a miracle. That's a miracle shot. That would have caught the outside of the sideline if she gets it. Came from outside. Did she? No, she just missed it, but she missed it by like half an inch. Maybe less, like a quarter of an inch. But it's 15-love for Bencic. Both players doing very well on serve in the third set, which was not the story of the first 2. That was not the story of the first 2 sets, but they're doing well on serve so far. Bencic having chances in the last service game of Iga, though. Second serve coming. Second serve coming for Bencic. Kick serve into the backhand of Iga. Backhand from Bencic is wide. 15-all. It's wide and long. 15-all. 15-all. Join in, guys. If you're joining in, we are having an amazing match here to recap. In the first set, Swiatek was having chances on every single Bencic service game. Bencic was being very clutch to get out of those tough holes, and Swiatek was being very kind of unclutch compared to her usual. Bencic being the top player that she was. She has been top 5 in the world. She's been a top player for a long time, for a decade now. She's only 26 though. And then in the second set, what happened in the second set? Or remembering the first set more, but then she pulled away in that second set tiebreaker. Then Swiatek got a break in the first game of the second set. Then Bencic broke back, and then Bencic had 2 match points at 5-4, which Swiatek saved. Then Swiatek won the tiebreaker. It's been a very tight match. 30-15. Swiatek saved 2 match points in that second set. Now we're here, very tight, very close in this third set. But neither player is giving an inch. It feels very 50-50, especially knowing that Bencic is very good on grass, and Iga's 12-5 on grass, which compared to her usual is not very good. Compared to her usual. It's 30-15 for Belinda. See what Bencic has got. Come on, Bencic. Make this an epic. Come on, Bencic. I don't want Iga to run away with this. I want to see an epic third set breaker, whoever's pulling it out. That's what I'm here for. Big stakes for both. Big stakes for both. And Belinda Bencic, not lesser. She wants this match. And have finally a good run out of major. Backhand down the line, though, is wide. It's 30-all. It's 30-all here in this one. 30-all in this match. $30-all in this one. This is a hell of a match we're watching right now. So much fun. Very compelling, to say the least. Very tense. Forehand, cross into the forehand of Iga down the line into the backhand of Belinda. Cross court. What a shot. Backhand cross down the line. That's Belinda Bencic. That's Bencic. And that's why you can't. Who's Belinda Bencic? Who's Belinda Bencic? Who's Belinda Bencic? Wait, who's Belinda Bencic again? I forgot who Belinda Bencic is. Who's Belinda Bencic? Who's Belinda Bencic? Oh, yeah, I think she won the Olympics in 2021. I think she's been a top player for like 10 years. Who's Belinda Bencic? I think she's done very well on hard courts and grass courts. 5 grass court finals. Beat Radwanska in the final there 6-0. Who's Belinda Bencic? I think we know who Belinda Bencic is. And y'all better put some respect on her name because she's doing very well here. Who's Belinda Bencic? I think we know. It's 40-30. 40-30 here. Great winners there. That backhand cross court was amazing. Followed by a down the line winner you can only dream of. Deuce here, but Swiatek looking to get chances. Deuce here, but Swiatek is looking to get chances. Who's Belinda Bencic? I think we know. I think we know. Put some respect on that name. This is a match between 2 top players. Swiatek, obviously the world number 1. Deuce. Serve out wide to the forehand of Bencic. Back behind Swiatek, but it's long. Break point for Swiatek. Break point for Swiatek. A yell from Bencic, which I'm sure has the frustration of knowing she had 2 match points. This can't get away from her here. Very frustrated. A loud screeching no from Bencic. She points to her arm, which is taped up. She yells a huge no. Yeah, pointing to her arm. She's got to have a lot of wear and tear on that arm today after like 2.5 hours of play on the grass. Listen, grass doesn't usually have long matches, but grass comes for some very dynamic points. It's not very easy to have a long match on grass courts, though. Another double fault from Bencic. We saw a lot of first serves out in the first serve from Bencic. A lot of double faults, and it was a double fault to give away the second set, and it's a double fault to give away the first break of this third set. Break for Iga Swiatek to start out this third set. What happens next? Does Bencic have more to give, or will it be an amazing perhaps one of the more important career wins for Swiatek? They'll save 2 match points versus a high level, very clutch Belinda Bencic to save 2 match points in the second set in 3 hours to take out Bencic on the grass courts. This could turn around Swiatek's career as a grass courter, but I don't think Bencic is giving up easy. Let's see though. Backhand for Swiatek into the open court, cross court, backhand, cross court. She's hitting that shot very well, though, Bencic. Forehand inside out to the backhand of Swiatek. Big forehand inside out again. Backhand for Swiatek, big point. Backhand, that's in the ground. Bencic, love 15. Don't discount Bencic yet. If you've been watching this match, I just have to feel you can't completely discount Bencic yet because she's fought very well. But it is love 15, and Swiatek does have the lead. The world number 1 with the lead, it never looks good for the opponent. Love 15 here. There's a breeze on the court. There's no doubt about it. There's a bit of a wind, bit of a breeze. Backhand from Iga into the backhand of Bencic. Backhand from Iga down the line to the forehand of Bencic. Forehand inside in from Iga. Forehand cross court from Iga. Bencic running all over. It was a good attempt from Bencic, a forehand down the line, but she missed it in the net. Bencic is laughing, which is kind of a good sign, to be honest. Most players would be screaming and crying and tearing their hair out and jumping off a building because they had 2 match points to take out the world number 1, and they did not take it. Bencic is laughing, and she's trying to line herself up, take the pressure off. Most players be jumping off a building. Hopefully not. They're 15 all here. 15 all in this one. 2.5 hours in. Backhand cross into the backhand of Bencic. Backhand from Bencic down the middle into the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand inside out into the forehand of Bencic. Bencic has the aggressive and she hits it cross court. This is not Swiatek's best yet. This really isn't Swiatek's best. Even in this game, I feel like she's hit a few shots that are just slightly off. Her athleticism is usually incredible. It has been incredible, but I just feel she's a little bit off. And obviously the second serve hasn't really been there. She hasn't been as clutch as usual, but on a grass court where she lacks confidence, you could chalk it up a little bit to that. She's never been to a Wimbledon quarterfinal. But listen, she was clutch in that second set to save 2 match points. 15-30, Bencic still trying to do something. What happens? What happens next? Serve into the forehand. Weird return, but it bounces onto her side, 30 all. She hits it. She does it into forehand or backhand, something in between. Seen Federer do that a couple of times. Her fellow Swiss Federer. I've seen Federer do that, but Bencic can't quite pull off a Federer shot. 30 all. 30 all. This one is good. 30 all. This is a big point you have to feel. This is a big point for momentum. Suddenly, if Bencic can get a break point, momentum could be a little bit for Bencic. If it's 3-1, 40-30, you just have to feel, okay, Swiatek is looking Swiatek. Big point. Forehand for Bencic down the middle into the forehand of Iga. Backhand. The forehand of Iga. Cross court. Squash off from Bencic, but it's into the ground. It is 40-30. And it is 40-30. What happens next? Bencic is very frustrated. She blew 2 match points. That's always going to be frustrating. 40-30 here at a set apiece. 18 seconds on the shot clock, but Iga doesn't want to take any more. She's at the line. 3-1, 40-30. She is taking a lot of time, though. She has a long service motion. Backhand from Bencic to the backhand of Swiatek to the forehand of Bencic down the middle. Forehand for Swiatek. Inside out into the backhand of Swiatek. Cross court into the backhand of Bencic. Down the middle, but it's out 4-1. And this could be a huge victory in the career of Iga Swiatek on the grass courts. 2 match points in the second set. Does Bencic have more to offer us? It's only time will tell. Momentum is all the way for Swiatek, though. There were points in this match where all the momentum was for Bencic. Who thought that Swiatek would come back like this when Bencic had the 2 match points? Bencic will have to pull off a comeback like Swiatek did. But it's 4-1 for Swiatek, and momentum is with Swiatek. She has a good draw. She has a good draw at Wimbledon. This could be a crucial match. One of the matches of the year, maybe, you could say. At least that second set was amazing. First set was good too. It's been an amazing match so far. This could be a crucial match for Iga, potentially on the route to her first Wimbledon final. She's reached the final at the U.S. Open. She's reached the final at Roland Garros. Obviously, she's won both of those. She won them last year. I don't think she's been final of Australia. She hasn't been the final of Australia, but who would have thought that Swiatek could reach the final of Wimbledon before the final of Australia? Anyway, long way to go before that, but either way, this will give Iga a lot of confidence. Let's go, Iga. That's it. That's it, KT Logos. Could Iga improve her service game, improve power game? I think if she does that, it will be difficult for Saba and Yelena to catch her. I want her to chase the all-time weeks at number 1. Don't laugh. It's possible. Of course it's possible. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I never laugh at stuff like that. I like people to say outlandish, like, kind of to test the records. Records are there to be broken. I don't think it's completely impossible. I'm not betting on it. I think that it will eventually be broken. I don't think it'll be broken by Iga. That's my prediction on it. It's gonna be a long time until we see a player as good as Serena, though. Although Swiatek's looking good, but I don't think she's Serena level. But Could she improve her service game, improve power game? I mean, she can do small improvements on the power game. She does have a power game. She can hit hard shots. She just doesn't have it like Rybakina or Sabalenka. Could she improve her service game? Absolutely. It's improved every year. So as long as she improves her serve, that's kind of the big thing for her. Also the movement, the timing, but that's looking a lot better already. Forehand is long. Bencic still trying to stay close. Bencic fought so well to get out that first set. Like I said, Bencic won 52% of the points in that first set. Bencic won 52% of the points. And sorry, Swiatek won 52% of the points in that first set. Swiatek won 52% of the points in that first set. Bencic was clutch in that first set, and she fought off 2-set points. Bencic has been clutch throughout this match. She got a break back when Swiatek was up a break in that second set. That's how she got to match points. This reminds me of Sinner Alcaraz a little bit. This reminds me of Sinner Alcaraz from US Open last year. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Sinner comes back, does an amazing comeback in the second and third sets against Alcaraz, gets to match points in the fourth set. Then there's another twist, and Alcaraz saves match points, goes to a fifth set. Reminds me of that. That's my favorite match of all time. It really is. I've been watching tennis since 2009. I can't lie. And maybe I'm stupid for it, but that people are like, you're stupid. That's my favorite match of all time. I watched the entire 5 hours and 15 minutes until 3 a.m. And that the level throughout that match between both young players was amazing. Anyway, it's not Sinner Alcaraz on the court here. Bencic versus Iga Swiatek. I do love that match. 40-15, even as a Sinner fan, but it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking as a Sinner fan. 40-15, Bencic trying to stay close here. Bencic trying to stay close. 1-4, 40-15. 1-4, 40-15. Bencic trying to stay close with Swiatek. Forehand in the net from Swiatek on the return. I mean, some of the other best matches I've ever seen that I consider, Djokovic versus Wawrinka, 2013 Australia was amazing. Federer, Nadal, 2008 Wimbledon. Djokovic, Nadal, 2018 Wimbledon. Those are a few that come to mind. Nadal, Verdasco, Australian Open. Sampras, Agassi at the US Open, 96. Connors, McEnroe at Wimbledon, 82. Like, there's a lot of really great matches that I personally really love. But that Sinner Alcaraz match, I watched it, and afterwards, I really said to myself, that one was different. Personally, I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying it's my favorite. I'm just saying it's my favorite that I've ever watched live, at least. Backhand from Iga into the backhand of Bencic. It was definitely crazy. It was definitely crazy. Forehand into the net. Bencic is trying to stay close, though. Back to the match. Bencic taking on Swiatek. Iga Swiatek. Let's see. Bencic is not going to give up. She has that look in her eye. Bencic is not going to give up. I don't know if she has enough. I expect Swiatek to pull it out, but you never really know. 2 hours and 51 minutes into this one. This could be the longest match of the event on the women's side. I can't do it on the men's side. I can do it on the women's side, though. Longest match on the women's side. 3 hours. It's crazy. 2 hours and 50 minutes is insane. 3 hours and whatever minutes for a grass court match is it's remarkable. Very long first couple of sets here. 15 all. 15 all in this one. 4-2, 15 all. First serve is out. Second serve coming. Second serve coming for Iga. First serve, 96 miles per hour and out. She could improve that. She could get the MPHs out on her first serve. Get those up a little bit. Backhand is long from Bencic, and she's making just a few too many errors. I feel like the nerves and the pressure have gone to Bencic, the disappointment of not putting away those 2 match points. You never know, though. 30-15. If she wins one more point, then we get to 30 all, and then you never really know. But it's like momentum's with Swiatek, you know. Momentum is with Iga. They're with Iga, with the world number 1 all day. All day and all night. 30-15. Serve out wide is wide. Still, first serve percentage in this match could be way higher for Swiatek. It could be higher in this match. Last match, it was at 75%. This match is lower. I'll take a look at the stats after this game, too. See what's up before we get to the end of this one. Kick serve into the back end of Bencic, into the ad side, back in from Bencic, cross, back into Swiatek, and it's wide. 30-all. Let's see what happens next. Can Bencic do something in this game? 30-all here coming. Can Bencic do something? I want to see this be an epic. I want to see this be elongated. I don't want Iga to win the 6-2, 6-3. Let's see what happens. 30-all. 30-all on this one. Iga to serve. She wants a quick service point. Backhand from Bencic into the backhand of Iga, cross into the backhand of Bencic in the net, and she kind of gets one. Backhand into the net, 40-30 for Iga. 40-30 for Swiatek. The Polish taking on the Swiss. It's a war out there. Really is. Mental battle. Saving 2 match points in the second set. End of the second set. Backhand from Bencic into the backhand of Iga. Backhand from Bencic. Cross into the backhand of Iga. Backhand from Bencic. Down the middle. Just crosses the net. Forehand from Bencic down the line. Is it on the baseline? No, it's long. It is long. I think Bencic will challenge, but it was called out. Bencic is challenging, but it was called out. 5-2. I expect Bencic to serve, but it's all about that 5-3 game. Bencic couldn't put away match points. Will Iga be able to put away this lead herself? This has been a weird up and down match. Or are we going to see one more twist coming? Listen, Iga's confidence on the grass is not at 100. I just had a weird feeling in my chest. Usually those feelings are nothing. That's just come out of weird subconscious thoughts. Maybe me wanting to see an epic, but I just had a weird feeling in my chest that we're not done. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But we're at 5-2 anyway. It's looking like he has the momentum. But let's see what happens. Don't forget to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Put up a thumbs up if you're watching. We're trying to get to 6,000 subscribers. Getting it done for Faison, the OG of the channel, for David, for Pat, for Ash, for Liam, all the great commentators of the channel. I just joined into the channel a couple months ago, but I'm so happy to be a part of Quality Shot Tennis. I've been a fan of the channel for a long time, for a while, and happy to be here. Happy that you guys are joining in for the stream as well. I'll be here for more matches too. Anthony here on the commentary. Anthony Hersher on the commentary. We got potentially one more game to play. Probably 2. But possibly more. 5-2. 5-2. If you're in chat, let me know. What do you think the score is going to be? Do you think Iga's going to serve it out? Or do you think we're going to see more of an epic here? Do you think we're going to see the epic get continued? What's the score going to be if you're watching? If you're watching, let me know what's going to be the score. I think we'll see a lot of 6-3 Igas, but I'm curious if anybody else thinks that we might see something a little bit different. Final set says CFOS, let's go. I'm afraid Iga isn't good enough on grass to beat Yelena in the Wimbledon final. I don't think so either. She could beat Sabalenka. She usually chokes. Both of those players are going to be very tough, CFOS. Both of those are going to be very tough. 6-3 prediction. Yep. Both of those are going to be very tough. Sabalenka can play clutch as well. But Rybakina is going to be very tough, and she's so mentally tough. So I don't see Iga beating Rybakina. I don't see Iga beating Rybakina. She's been amazing in this comeback. This will give her confidence. But she also hasn't brought the best level ever. Slice into the forehand volley of Bencic. That was a good point there. Iga didn't go 100%. It was very visible. She didn't go 100% going to the backhand slice. Iga is going to be focused on the 5-3 game. Iga cares about that 5-3 game. Let's see what happens. We're at 5-2. Time since the Bencic match point, 52 minutes. It's been 52 minutes and counting since the match point of Bencic. Iga trying to get one herself. 5-2. 15 love. Or 2-5. 15 love. Forehand is long from Bencic. 15-all. Not the worst miss ever, though. She's still in this game. 15-all. She's still in this game. 15-all. I want to see this end in an epic way. This kind of an epic match, it can't end in a sluggish way. I want to see this end in an epic way. This is a match to remember no matter what happens. It really is. Big serve down the line is going to be a challenge from Bencic. It was very close. This was very close. Very close from Bencic on her serve. Very close. Could have been either way. But it was just out. Just out. Second serve for Bencic. That's the problem with challenges. When you challenge, you take a lot of time between your first and second serve. Kick serve into the back end of Ego. It goes long. 30-15 for Bencic. It is 30-15 for Bencic. Let's see Bencic hold here. Let's see Bencic hold here and make Ego have to serve it out 5-3 at the least. And let's see what this 5-3 game shapes out to be. I don't want Bencic to let go easy. She hasn't the whole match. And I've said it a lot. Put some respect on Bencic's name, even if she doesn't pull this out. 2 match points versus Swiatek. And she played an amazing game. She's been a top player for a decade, or for a long time. Backhand cross into the backhand of Iga. Cross court is wide from Swiatek. Swiatek is focused on the 5-3 game. It's very visible in how she's moving, how she's playing. Iga's going to put her full energy into the 5-3 game. We're almost 3 hours into the match. It's all about the 5-3 game. This is when it gets fun. Can Iga serve it out? Swiatek couldn't. Or Swiatek didn't have a chance to serve it out, but Swiatek couldn't put away match points. She couldn't put away match points. $40-15 for Bencic. Serve into the backhand of Bencic, into the forehand of Bencic. Backhand from Swiatek, and the forehand of Bencic. It's a cross court, and it's a forehand lock from Swiatek. Can Swiatek be clutch in this last game to end this off? Can Swiatek be clutch in this last game to end this off? Let's see what happens. Can Swiatek be clutch enough? Does the grass help power game? Because I think Iga moves pretty well. She should be doing better. Iga's been moving better on grass than she did last year, and it's not even close. Movement was a big thing for her. Grass is a power game. It's power, touch. It's all the ins and outs. It's the power, the touch. It's the flashy, dynamic points. It's a tough surface. It's very weird. Grass is weird, guys. Grass is a weird surface, but I love it. Grass is a weird surface, but I love it. 5-3. Can Swiatek pull this out? This is the game. 5-3. Love all. Swiatek to serve. First serve. Very, very weird first serve. That was 98 miles per hour. It looks slower than that. Into the net. A lot of kick on that. Kicked right into the net. Less than 100 miles per hour on the first serve. Second serve here. Backhand into the backhand of Swiatek, and it goes long. Swiatek just looked like she had to put extra effort to kick up. I don't know what's up. Swiatek wasn't moving at 100% in that last game either. I chalked it up to her going to put full potential into this game. Will we see one more twist in the plot? Are we going to see one more twist in the plot of the movie that's been Swiatek taking on Bencic? This has been as compelling as it gets. One more twist, and this is a match of the year. This is one of the matches of the year, and there's no doubt about it. Iga is not getting up on her serve. Something is up with Iga. We're 3 hours into this one. We're seeing one more dramatic plot twist here. I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know what it is, but Iga's having trouble to kick up on that serve. Swiatek to serve. Are we seeing one more twist in the plot? It's a double fall from Iga. We're at love 30. We're at love 30. It's a twist in the plot. Bencic at love 30. One more push. I said it like 10 minutes ago. Anybody watching the stream I said it. I felt it in my chest. I was saying earlier, I think Swiatek might just pull this away pretty easy. Then I felt it. I felt something. I was like, maybe Bencic might do something. We're at love 30. Maybe Bencic might do something. Serve out wide. Bencic takes it on for a big return. Not a huge issue. Bencic just went for it all out. She has a little bit of a cushion here. 15-30. 15-30. I smell trouble for Iga, though, if I'm honest. I smell trouble for Iga. 15-30. Everybody in the crowd is very lucky to have a ticket for this one. I would kill for one right now. But we got a ticket to watch it here. Glad you guys are joining in. Backhand cross into the backhand of Bencic down the middle. Backhand from Swiatek into the forehand squash shot of Bencic. That's a good shot. Backhand from Bencic cross into the backhand of Iga. Crosses the net. Forehand cross. This is a huge point. Is it out? It's going to be a challenge from Bencic if she has one left. It's out. It's long. And Bencic doesn't even challenge it. It is long. It is long. 30 all. 30 all. What happens next? Like and sub. Don't forget to like the video. I want to see the likes up. Let's say at least 25 likes on the vid. I want to see the likes up. Don't know what it's at right now, but I want to see the likes up. Don't forget to sub to the channel. We're at 30 all. Bencic had a match point an hour ago. Bencic had a couple of match points an hour ago. Iga trying to get to the same place. 30 all here for Iga. What happens next? Can Bencic get to a break point and flip the script? Forehand for Bencic down the middle. Backhand from Swiatek into the backhand. A Bencic forehand from Swiatek. Cross court into the forehand. Forehand from Swiatek down the line is too good. We're at advantage. We are at advantage. Swiatek with a match point, 40-30. Swiatek with a match point at 40-30. Iga to serve. Let's see what happens. Exactly 1 hour after the match point that Bencic had. Swiatek with the match point. What happens next? What happens next? What drama in this one? What drama in this one? Iga to serve. Backhand for Bencic into the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand for Bencic. The backhand of Iga. Forehand from Bencic. She's on the defense. She's on the defense. This is a forehand cross court is a winner from Swiatek. Swiatek survives on the grass. We're not playing on the dirt, but Swiatek can do it on the grass versus a tough, top level Belinda Bencic. Saves 2 match points in the second set. A huge career victory for Iga Swiatek, and that will give her confidence on the grass courts. She's got a great draw. Svitolina was up on Azarenka in the third set. I'll need to check out the score in that one. One of the matches of the year. That second set was a fantastic moment. Bencic put up a good fight. So many twists and turns. Swiatek won 52% of the points in that first set, but Bencic pulled it out anyway. She was the more clutch. But guess who turned out to be the clutch queen? Swiatek was the clutch one in the end, and Swiatek was the clutch one in the end. Swiatek does what Swiatek does. She's in the quarters on Wimbledon for the first time in her career. Don't forget to like and sub. It's been Anthony Hirsch here on the commentary. Anthony here on comms. Anthony Hirsch. You can follow my YouTube channel. I'll be posting more on there. Tennis commentary booth with Anthony Hirsch. Tennis commentary booth with Anthony Hirsch. I'm at commentary booth on Twitter. Tennis commentary booth. That's tennis commentary booth with Anthony Hirsch. That's the YouTube. Don't forget to like and sub. QualityShot Tennis. That's where you want to be. Next up on center court, we got Djokovic taking on Hubie Hurkacz. This one, I think some didn't expect to be very tight. I was expecting Bencic to put up a fight because I think Bencic plays awesome on grass. And watch out for Bencic next year at Wimbledon. Watch out for Bencic next year on the grass because she didn't even play a grass lead-up coming into here. Who knows what would have happened if Bencic played a grass lead-up coming in. She wasn't playing with as much experience. Swiatek played Bad Homburg. But it's Iga Swiatek in the quarterfinals. And I'll have to check that Svitolina Azarenka score. Who won in that one? It is a third set tiebreaker also between... It's a third set tiebreaker between Azarenka and Svitolina. That's cool as well. That's interesting as well. Third set tiebreaker between Svitolina and Azarenka. Okay, Swiatek improves to 16-5 record on grass now. By the way, after Wimbledon, that counts for Wimbledon wins. Wow, they're speaking to Iga now. An amazing comeback. They're speaking to Iga now. Iga just asked, she had match point right. She did have match point. Yeah. They're interviewing Iga now. What a match, guys. What a match. That was a match. Huge stream as well. Thank you all for joining in. We had so many people. At one point, we had 80 people watching the chat, watching the stream. We may have had more as well. All my eyes were on the match. I think we had more as well. But that's it. Vamos into the quarters we go. That's it. Safe us. Don't doubt Iga. Doubt Iga at your own peril. Paul Anico says, doubt an all-time great at your own peril. Iga's maybe not an all-time great yet, but she's got 4 majors. She's got 4 majors. Yeah, she's got 4 majors, 3 Roland Garroses, 1 US Open. She's in the Wimbledon quarters for the first time. She's on an all-time trajectory anyway. She's definitely on an all-time trajectory. Swiatek. That's it. Okay, I'm going to finish up with this stream. Y'all better join in for Djokovic versus Hurkacz. I'll be there as well. I'm so excited for that one. We got 2.5 hours till curfew, so I don't know if that one's going to get completed, but still, it's going to be a fun one. You want to see how that one ends up. This could be one of Djokovic's bigger tests in the event. Djokovic always picks up in the semis and the finals, especially at Wimbledon. He's only lost after the semis or the final once at Wimbledon since 2011. That was to Federer, who's probably the greatest cross-courter we've ever seen. That's the only time he lost. Djokovic trying to become the greatest cross-courter. Maybe some people say he already is, but definitely one of the greatest of all time. He's on court next. For me, the greatest ever. He's playing QB Hurkacz in the next one. Join in. Don't forget to join in. I'll be joining in as well. That's going to be a great one. Great stream, Anthony. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Big stream, and that was an awesome match. I appreciate it. It was a good stream. It was a big stream. Big match. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it, Max. And thank you all for joining in. Join in for Djokovic Hurkacz. That's next on Center Court. We just saw maybe one of the matches of the year. People will be talking about big match in the career of Iga Swiatek because she saved 2 match points in the second set against a very tough Belinda Bencic. Watch out Bencic on the grass courts and later in the season because she's playing very well. But Swiatek into the quarterfinals for the first time. She'll play the winner of Azarenka and Svitolina, who are tight in a third set breaker right now. And it's Swiatek in the quarterfinals with an amazing comeback. And that's going to be a huge win in the grass career of Iga Swiatek.